go. Hello, Horses of Post-Apocalyptia. 30 minutes into the podcast that's been ongoing as James has been making his tea.
I spent half an hour just talking about the original planned plot for Destiny without realizing that we haven't started the podcast yet.
Yeah, we had a great conversation. I'm sorry you guys couldn't be part of it.
I'm like 50% of the way through my breakfast already.
Oh my god, whatever. Welcome to the special Confessions of Wasteland Pony 4th anniversary podcast.
Happy birthday to you.
Oh my god.
We're proud to say, Confessions of Wasteland Pony, that we have bought you a cake, and it has Duchess Rose Petal inside of it.
Hell yeah. And she's naked, just like she always is. Actually, that's not true. She's the first character that showed up clothed.
Yeah. Which, Mohan and I actually had a theory about ponies and clothing, is that it works in the exact opposite of humans, where it's more lewd the more clothes you put on.
I like that.
So instead of strippers, you have strappers.
Oh my gosh.
They strap on clothing, and so it would make sense for Duchess Rose Petal to be the most clothed of all of them.
Jeez. Yeah, that's something. It's yeah, four years ago, the original video got posted that people can't see anymore because that shit got nuked off the Stable Tech channel.
Everything comes back to Stable Tech.
It does, unfortunately, but it's like that was like the turning point for me too. After that, it was like, you know, this honeymoon was over with Stable Tech. So yeah, it was sad. Well, the one lucky thing with that is that I had the duplicate line in there, and it deleted that from collective memory. So then when I reposted it without the deleted line, it was kind of like a fresh start, even though I had to rip out all the, you know, names and stuff.
Then I was about to bring up the names, the thing that angers you the most.
Yeah, that was a big deal. I mean, that was the whole reason they nuked it from the channel. They were so afraid that just because we mentioned the name with Celestia and Luna, you know, used for like curses or whatever, that somehow Hasbro would show up in our little, you know, 4,000 viewed video and nuke the channel because of it.
I think it's got 20K now. Well, the new
the repost?
video.
I don't even know. I'd have to check that.
Well, yeah, because the Stable Tech channel has like 11K subscribers.
Yeah,
still,
Stable Tech has gotten like 1,000 subscribers since it shut down. I don't get it.
I've been wanting to check the analytics on it, but Nightly went and changed all the login details, so I can't get onto the channel anymore.
Yeah, one of the first comments is this a re-upload? I feel like a time traveler. Yeah, it was. Oh, God.
Hello, kittens.
Yeah, so that's happy anniversary to everyone right now in our chat. We got only 2 right now. It's like we can never find just the right time frame to really get everyone. I mean, even just planning this podcast has been like a 4-day affair. It had to be tonight, though, because it's like the exact 4 years to the hour almost. So.
What is the word count of Confessions, by the way? Have you broken 100K yet?
You know, I haven't. Oh, yeah, I broke 100K a long time ago. It's, because what was it? I haven't checked the last couple, but the first one is only like 3,300 words. Duchess, or the X-Raider, which is the anniversary we're celebrating. That's about 3,300 words, and then at 6 pages. I think of it mostly in terms of pages, but like, then Ghoul Doctor was about 18,000 words, because it was like basically literally triple the length. So it was 18,000 words, and sorry. 9,900 words and 18 pages. That's triple length. And then Duchess Horror, then that was about 32,000 words. Right? No. God damn it. Okay, now I gotta look. Give me a second. I'm gonna crack all these bitches open and see how many words are inside.
So, while Scabble is doing that, Part of what we're going to be discussing today is some of our opinions on E3. Ladies and gentlemen, E3, it just works.
It just works.
So I actually kind of liked Todd Howard addressing the memes.
Yeah.
I loved him addressing the just works meme, the beta. Sometimes it doesn't just work. And I didn't like it at first, but in retrospect, on a second viewing, I actually really liked the joke about Skyrim Very Special Edition.
Yeah, that was pretty funny.
Which is kind of funny because they then proceeded to make a new Elder Scrolls game for the phone, and I was actually a little amazed that they didn't just put Skyrim on the phone. So congratulations on your restraint, Bethesda.
I mean, yeah, it would have been so easy.
I feel like I feel like they got to a point where they said we can either make a joke about how crazy we got with porting Skyrim, or we can port Skyrim onto the phone, and they decided to go with the joke instead. Pete Hines making a "fuck Nazis" joke on stage was just beautiful.
Let's see here.
After the new Colossus got so much fucking backlash over violence toward Nazis, and they had to put out so many fires, I feel like Bethesda now actually has a personal vendetta against Nazis, and it's wonderful.
Let's see here. I'm trying to see how I view the damn word count now. View, document outline, no, mode, viewing, insert.
What do you write your scripts in, by the way?
It's all Google Docs.
Oh, ditto. So it's under Tools.
It's under Tools? What the? Oh, okay. God damn it. Okay, here we go. Officially now. Well, this includes, like, the names of the characters and stuff, but it's close enough. So
I always include the names of the characters as well. It's just easier than going through and deleting them all.
No. So, Confessions 1, the 4-year anniversary we're celebrating. The X-Rater, 6 pages and 3,223 words.
All right, nice and short.
Then we have the Ghoul Doctor at 17 pages and 9,918 words. Then
cool, so just under 10K.
Yeah, just about there. Then we have the Duchess Horror. Oh, God, I remember finishing, like, the second half of this over a 4-day weekend. That was a marathon. 42 pages and 18,775 words.
Okay, someone's writing big boy scripts now.
getting there. And then the summer of 2015 affair, Confessions 4, The Engineer at 91 pages, 32,623 words. And then the only time that the script went down, episode 5, at 80 pages, 28,543 words. And then The Ice Mare, which is 114 pages, 44,125 words.
Fuck me.
And since we already have the script done, we have episode 7, The Mercenary, at 129 pages, 39,871 words.
I thought the Mercenary was going to be shorter than the Ice Mare.
It is, technically. It's 5,000 words shorter. So even though the page count was high, I think it's because of the way I wrote the paragraphing. So we'll see how long it actually ends up being.
Fuck. So what's the total word count at?
So yeah, let's add these up. We have 3,200 plus essentially 10,000. So 13,200 plus 18,700. So let's round that up to 14. And then we have 32,000. And then we add another 32,005. So that's 64.5. And then 28.5, so that's 65, and then 70, 85, and then 93. And then we add 44, so that's 133, 137. And then, oh wow, so I guess the Mercenary is what puts us up to 172,000
Holy fuck.
including the mercenary.
I remember a couple months back when you were saying that you wanted all of Confessions to be over 100k. Like the combined thing.
Yeah.
At this rate, you're going to be over 200k.
Yeah. Yeah, that was always my goal in college, was I wanted to write a full-length novel and by, like, average standards that looked like 100,000 words. So...
Well, congratulations! You wrote you wrote a novel in a fucking half. God damn.
Yeah, and then you add things like the Shadow script that has another like 4,000 or whatever, and then some of the Terminal Secret stuff is kind of tangential. So it's a big story.
God damn, that is some impressive shit right there. Wait, does that mean that we can do a printed copy of Confessions?
I mean,
come on.
It would be a lot of pages. I mean, we'll definitely have the PDFs for everyone in the final super duper end game package, but like, yeah, that's gonna be interesting.
We've started releasing PDFs with new episodes of Terminal Secrets, but
see, that's part of the.
Anyone's interested.
That's why I'm keeping the final thing. We're saving that stuff. That's gonna be good.
Oh, actually, speaking of projects, I got a update from the guys doing the Equestria audiobook.
Oh, yeah.
Today, they said that they're coming along right now. They're actually working on making all the plushies for all the guys who shelled out all that money for the plushie tier.
That seems suspect to me. I want all the money to go toward the actual recording because, as we've discussed with Dusty on the podcast in the past, $25K is not enough to pay all those voice actors to do, 600,000 words of recording.
But unfortunately, they've also got to pay back that. They've got to pay back their backer awards. It was
for sure.
Yeah. Like the it's like I'm doing with Untypical at the moment, where trying to get all the backer awards sorted and trying to work out, okay, is this going to take up is this going to steal all our money?
Sorry, I misunderstood. I thought that was like plushies for the voice actors themselves. Like each of them get a set of the main Nuclear 6. I'm like, that seems like a waste of money.
That would be a waste of money.
Yeah.
I don't know. I'll make you a plushie for your next. Wait, shit. No, I don't have a role for you in Terminal Secret 6.
No, I know. I feel slighted. That's all right. I got to be Lugnut, and that's fine. That's a good character.
I feel like I should find a way to get. I feel like I should though, because
I gave you a relatively high word count compared to what I had. To be fair, you had a really good section at the end of Ice Mare.
Oh my god! Right, Ice Mare was also just a really good script. I actually really wanted to make I wanted to make a video on that, or have us discuss at some point. The fact that I feel like. When in a world where everyone tries to do extended cinematic universes or whatever, I feel like EAST Corp is one of the studios that managed to do it right.
Yeah.
Because across...
every one of them have to be their own story, and that's what people don't seem to understand.
We have had one crossover, and we've had 2 points where our stories where series have referenced each other. Where the Wasteland Survival Guide referenced the ball, the 10 Pony Tower winter ball thingy.
Oh yeah.
and Terminal Secrets 4 referenced the Wasteland Survival Guide, where they Callie, Thistle, and Milliamp left their stable and found a small book wrapped in ribbons, waiting outside the stable door for them. Which I feel like that's a thing Ditzy would do.
Yeah, no, it's pretty good.
And then our one major crossover event was Pippin appearing in Confessions, but because we haven't overdone it, like Warner Brothers or some of the, or like the fucking Dark Universe. It means that it feels special. Like one of the moments, if you go through the comment section of the Ice Mare, I guarantee maybe at least 40% of the comments are probably people losing their shit over Pinkin.
That was such a long time in the waiting. I mean, we had to keep that secret over a year.
And you know me, I'm bad at keeping a secret.
That was so good. I was so glad we were able to pull that off for, like, you know, the sake of the fans. Especially the build-up. I very carefully wanted to introduce the character and then the reveal. So then we had that whole like middle section of her as just Elf.
As Elf.
Yeah.
Oh, that was that thing of like when I was reading through it, you just told me that Pinkin would be appearing. You didn't tell me any other details. So I'm busy. I was busy reading through the script, going through the script, and sort of Elf appears and. Okay, this is definitely Pinkin. Like, knowing that Pinkin would appear beforehand, I knew Elf would be Pinkin. But going through it, for the reveal. And I'm waiting for the reveal. And in the back of my mind, I'm like, okay, cool. So, knowing Skybolt, he's gonna have her reveal herself by repeating her original line from the first script because. You know, poetry. But what does George Lucas say? It's like poetry. Every verse rhymes.
Every stanza rhymes. The movie. No, actually, one of the whole features. This is very subtle, but I hope someone picked up on it. That was one of the whole points of Freezy being a nickname in the thing. It was a reference that nicknames play a big part in the story, and the only other time we've ever, or at least I've ever used nicknames before, is with Pinkin. And so that was my most subtle possible foreshadowing I could possibly put in there.
But you can just call me Pinkin.
Yeah.
It really is a shame that we couldn't get the original voice actress back. Like, I know she technically wouldn't have been after the second episode of Terminal Secrets, that voice actress just disappeared.
I mean, it's happened to us. I mean, Nathy disappeared on us, and so did Ian Anderson, unfortunately. Our original Ghoul Doctor and Duchess,
Ghoul Doctor.
For those wondering. And you know what? And that's another thing about this 4th anniversary. Frickin' I Am Shadow Man. She has been the most dependable VA, you know, Brony online compatriot ever. I mean, if she hadn't been able to keep showing up to do her battered stuff, I mean... a lot of confessions would be different and worse off.
Oh, man, it's a good thing that we keep the voice actors and actresses that actually stick with us through all this.
I know. I mean, I think Needle and I are doing our best to fill in, but I've had to change. You know, I've had to write things differently because we're not the same as the original VAs.
Exactly. You know, Dr. Fractal Internal Secrets came out of me being dropped by Nathy and Pink Pippin. Pippin's VA, Warrior Cloud Tail 9. I'm just going to go with Pippin because that's way shorter. With Pippin's VA, you know, you have to change shit. Pinkin's voice was exceptionally distinct.
She was.
So trying to replace it was difficult. I couldn't find anyone, so we just had to write in a new villain. Had to retcon shit. You know, so it's a shame. I really, really do appreciate voice actors and actresses who've stuck with us. I actually sent out thank you messages to James Cheek and Maddie Goshorn, the Blue Ball and Stella, for basically just putting up with me for years and many, many scripts.
I know. No, I need Maddie too. She's got to stay till the end because she's Homage. She will be in every episode regardless. So it's like, please don't leave us, please.
And Homage was another character where the VA had to be replaced.
Yes, yeah, the very first one. And that's what pissed me off more than anything, is that VA, she desperately wanted to be Homage. Like, the entire reason she was in the studio was she wanted to play Homage for something. And I'm like, here's your part. I have a wonderful Homage bit for you in The Engineer. And it's like she dropped out of the fandom. And I'm like, you were so close. I thought all the Homage stuff was great in The Engineer. But, you know,
well, because the VA we got sounded... because that VA actually ended up sounded a lot like No Whacking.
Yes.
Yes. So she could pull off that. So she could continue pulling off the whole DJ Pony 2.0 that she was supposed to be.
Yeah.
Yes, I watched your honest trailer for that Equestria a couple months ago. Again, like a couple months ago. Some of the jokes are still sticking in my head.
Yeah. Man, that was quite the time capsule itself. I've been going through old videos too because I just released my latest compilation album, and that was a whole thing.
It's really funny going through old videos. I was going through some of the old Stable Tech ones, and I was going through the Stable Talk podcast.
Oh yeah, those 4 single ones we had.
We are much better at this now than we were back then.
Oh yeah.
I'm just saying.
Oh, yeah.
There were a lot that we were thought. You get funnier as you try and as you work at it. You get more confident. The other thing that was a big thing was that I'd never done podcasting before. Like, you'd done a couple yourself already, and you had done a couple of panels. But on my end, where I was, especially in those first 2 episodes where we didn't necessarily know what the structure was, so I was essentially hosting the podcast despite never having podcasted before. So there's a lot of silent gaps because I had no idea how to lead a podcast. I'd never spoken on a podcast before.
Yeah,
we
both had the experience of the Rooster Teeth podcast, which we're heavily inspired by. But yeah, I was lucky with the Lunar Echoes podcast for a while. That was really good. In the chat, people want Needle always. She is on her way, hopefully. So she will be joining us again soon. Which is part of the reason I wanted to put this on screen, since it's the 4th anniversary of the of the X-Raider. Needle is working on battered plushies, and one of them is for me, and I am so excited, waiting for this thing to finally come to fruition. I'm so excited.
Oh god, yes, because we still need to send the other one to the patron.
Yeah, some of them are
Chaos.
for patrons when we had that tier, and then, one of them is for moi, for whatever it costs. So, at any cost, I will have a battered plushie.
I really want to try. One of the things I've always wanted to get is I've always wanted to get I've always wanted to get a scale model replica of the of Stella.
Yeah.
It's just like, because it's not a plushie, it's got to be because she's like, a large machine thing. I actually have to go and get a plastic model made, which is just going to be so much money. So I never got around to it.
Well, the other thing too, I got lucky thanks to that. Maybe it wasn't a Stable Tech podcast. It was a Lunar Echoes podcast when we were talking to that guy who did the clay models, and I got my own clay figurine of the Be Strong Applejack, which is why I have it there on the desk now.
Oh, I thought you just bought that at a convention or something.
No, he special made it for me and mailed it to me, and that's the best, one of the best things I've ever gotten out of online for free. I mean, it was incredibly nice of him, and I tried to promote him as much as I could in that in my 2-year anniversary special, and you can still find it. I mean, you Google, Applejack Be Strong statuette, and it's like the first result. So that guy is great. You'll send him money.
Go give him money.
Yeah, Devil's Reject 493, I think it is. And so now on the desk, I put her and then the DJ Pony record sleeve.
Shut up and take my money.
Oh my god. Is she here?
Oh, hi.
Hey.
Oh my god, it's Needle!
It's the Needle
We missed you!
Hi, friends.
How's it going?
I'm exhausted.
Yeah.
I've been doing 40, no, not 40. 4, 5, there we go, 50 numbers, 50-hour days for the past 3 months. I'm tired.
Oh god, yeah, you need to sleep, dear.
I do, but you know what? People expect me to do things.
Needle need to pay rent.
I gotta pay rent. I got commissions I gotta work on. But stupid. Oh my god. I told you guys 4 of my recordings were corrupted and destroyed.
Yeah.
Which just, oh god, that is the worst thing that could happen. Literally the worst. It's worse than beasting.
I was really good. I had them on autosave, so they were saving every 5 minutes. I was really good. And then they got corrupted.
Yeah, I've been through that before.
Oh god, yeah.
Sorry.
I'm busy replacing all of my fucking processors and my processor and my hard drives at the moment because of my hard drives corrupted a couple of weeks back. Managed to get all the information off, but I don't trust them anymore.
For me, it was Mixcraft 5.1. I was using that at the end of sort of its development cycle, and it started corrupting on me at what was it? My Beach Boys parody, the California Girls parody, Cloudsdale Girls, with the rainbow dash with the ponytail, and yeah, that I lost like 10 files and like 3 sets of recordings on that, so I finally had to buy Mixcraft 6.
I totally know what that's like, though. I've lost tons of programming work.
Oh yeah, and programming too. I mean, just one bad, piece of code, it can throw everything into like chaos.
Or when you commit something, or at least you think you commit something, but you didn't push it up to the server.
Oh no.
See, I could never be a programmer. As Needle can confirm, I'm very scatterbrained.
Yeah, that's why that's why you haven't.
That's why I got a needle. I was walking through the shop one day, and I was like, "Can I afford this?" And I was like, "I'm probably gonna have to spring for the deluxe model because they correct my grammar."
Are you saying that she stitches your ideas together?
That was great.
Accurate. It's an accurate summary of our working relationship.
Pretty much. At Everfree, I had all the bad puns.
Yeah, that was fantastic.
Everfree
was so fun. I loved hanging out, obviously with Needle always, but we had such a good time.
Yeah, to be fair, both of your names, which we've had this discussion about using your names as marketability. Both of your names work very well for puns.
Yeah, man, I planned mine out. I absolutely knew the value of an easy internet, handle.
Hey, did you guys take a look at the booty barn and see Disco Stitch?
Yes.
Yes.
I wasn't going to throw that on
Stitch,
screen, but yeah.
It's safe for work. Lucas specifically made it. You can throw it up on the screen if you want, but it's.
That was one of the. When I looked at it, I thought this doesn't necessarily belong in the booty barn. The most booty barn thing about this is that I guarantee that there is.
Why are you posting pictures of Headless My plush?
I was showing off the plush because it's the 4-year anniversary of the battery.
No, why don't you show the good one, the one that's actually done?
I don't have a picture of that. At least not on my main folder.
There's no such thing as the good one. That's the secret.
Right.
It's okay. I think it was amazing. Wanted to show off the fact that you're making headless plushies. No worries.
No, I have headless.
The
plushies.
headless horse.
I have one commission that I'm working on for one of our guys. That's his OC, and it's supposed to be about that size. So that's the size that's shown on the screen. I don't know if it's still up there. I mean, it's showing for me right now. But the battered blade, oh, nope, now it's changed. The battered blade plush is about 11 inches tall, I think, 12 inches, something like that. But the chick that I had do my embroidery before I got my own embroidery machine made the eyes too big, so I had to adjust the pattern for eye size.
Hell yeah.
So now, Luna and Skybolt get 17-inch plushies.
Hell yeah.
Which, on the bright side, you now have your own embroidery machine. You can.
Oh my god, I love it so much.
Strong, independent needle stitch.
I legit, I cried at Everfree because Gamer KM was there, and he's just like, "How do you like your new sewing machine?" I'm like, "Fuck you!"
Yeah, that was fantastic.
I was watching that, and I did see that. That was very, very funny. And I was very amazed that there were no...
Hey, do you ever read other fan works or something? And Skybold's like, oh, no, I don't read fan works. And then someone's like, oh, what about Project Horizon? He's just like, oh, it's too long. Like, and I was like, yeah, it's too long. And he's just like, fuck Somber, he's crazy. And then Somber's in the
I totally
in the crowd. And I looked at him like, hi, Somber.
That was incredible.
Hooray for network.
It's because people keep forgetting that you know him. So, though to be fair, from what I have seen, Somber is outside of just being a really nice guy. Apparently, he's a really, really good sport about the fact that the fandom's new hobby is just ragging on Project Horizons.
I mean, Project Horizons has enough of a fan base where it can, he can take it. It's pretty, it's pretty popular.
I also think, like, from what I can tell, the fan base usually seem to be in consensus that the first 30 chapters are really, really good, and the rest is just anime.
I mean, yeah, but people love anime, so it's like that's a thing too. Like, I remember when early on when I got into Attack on Titan, I started reading, like, the forums of all the people that really hate Attack on Titan, and I'm like, I don't know, man, this is just fucking all the stuff I like, so whatever.
I hate Attack on Titan.
We have our first, what do they call these again? The money comments? Super chats. It's from Sketchy Rivet. Accurate yet bad pun for the win. Nice.
Yes, super chat. So, Needle has a score to settle, Skybolt.
Oh, no.
What do I have to do?
Skybolt and I broke your record.
Yeah, I gotta break your guys' record. So I might do that this weekend. I might just do a long stream where I read a bunch of stuff, because honestly, I need a break. I need something not having to do with work. So I think I might tomorrow just do a live stream of reading bad fan fictions in the Derpy voice.
There you go.
And whatever fucking voice you guys want. And we're going to try to break Skybolt's super chat record.
Skybolt and Vermont was there too.
We even broke the length of podcast. We went over 6 hours, and that wasn't even with Dusty, and that wasn't even with Stabletech ranting either.
It wasn't even with the needle.
It wasn't even with the needle. That was actually impressive. Was we didn't actually rant about Stapletech.
Yeah.
Usually, that's the thing that gets us over
the only time you guys do it is when I'm around.
I think it's the contrast. We're like war veterans, and we're talking about like a battle in front of the new people. We're like, you should have been there, man. It was intense. We have Maple Bucks from Linux Pony, and now you have a second donation.
Maple Bucks.
We made a couple jokes about what did we actually decide? It was maple syrup. It was Canadians don't have dollars. We call it maple syrup.
Maple Bucks.
Yep.
Maple Bucks.
Take my maple syrup.
So,
should we talk about E3 now, since that's kind of a big deal?
So
no,
E3
can't
was
talk about E3. Let's talk
why?
about because I don't like your happiness. You want me to be completely fucking honest? Fuck you and your happiness.
Later. You can do that to me later, dear. Just don't tell Lucas. He's scary. He's got actual muscles, whereas I have maple flab.
Are you Canadian?
No. Just maple was the first thing that came to mind.
I know. It's delicious. Yeah, okay, so about Todd's Sweet Little Lies this past weekend. Obviously, I wasn't trying to showbiz you guys, but I was just like, I hadn't actually watched the E3 show. I had only experienced it in frickin' tweet form, so I'm like, what the heck, let's try something new. And we were able to get that Discord stream going on the Rabbit thing. That was pretty fun.
Okay. I'm going to change the subject for a hot second because you brought up Discord.
Discord, yes.
So, I got really drunk during the retreat.
Oh my god.
And it was me and Odyssey and a couple of other people, and I'm sitting there, and I look at Odyssey, and I gotta say, man, I gotta tell you, without you and your music, I wouldn't have any of this. And then I started crying, and he's just like, oh, honey, stop crying.
No, there's plenty of food at the...
Like, I've known Travis for a long time. So, you know, I finally was just like, man, without you, I wouldn't have jack shit to do with the ponies.
Yeah,
Okay.
yeah, no, I get it, absolutely. So, yeah, I mean, we should probably start with Fallout 76, and then we can discuss the rest of the E3 later when Dog's done, when Vermont's done killing his dog or whatever.
No, don't beat up Hamilton.
I wasn't going to beat up Hamilton, I was going to beat up Mila.
Hamilton?
I wasn't going to beat up Mila. She's a good puppy. I mean, I say puppy but she's the largest Labrador ever.
She's old and fat.
I still feel like Todd has never accurately addressed this photo of him, because this is the most famous photo of him ever.
What, the Teletubby?
With the shotgun. That's the important thing. It's not the Teletubby. It's the Teletubby holding the shotgun.
See, I feel like that's a very Fallout moment.
If I had a Teletubby costume for some reason, I would recreate this photo.
Recreate that scene.
Hell yeah.
See, Skybolt, the thing is, you know somebody who can make costumes.
Yeah, that's actually a fair point.
I mean, it'd have to be at my house, because I can't take my shotgun on to a con. Like, hey guys, check this out.
Look at this thing.
Yeah.
Just get a rep. Just use like a little teeny tiny toy or something. Has the same effect.
Chaotic Babies is asking for context. From what I've heard, it was like an office party at Bethesda, I believe, like Halloween party.
That is amazing.
I'm guessing the shotgun isn't real either, because Maryland is pretty tight laws. So
I've seen some fantastic jokes about. Have you seen the NoClip documentary about Bethesda yet?
No, I haven't. I actually think that would be something good we can ribbit stream.
Yeah.
Or rabbit. Sorry.
Rabbit.
I'm looking at the
Those are
Todd
two
pepper.
different critters, Skybolt.
I'm sorry. Whatever.
Yes, we want a rabbit stream.
Mm.
I think that'd be fun. We should do that. Like all of us, as many as we can get.
We should do that sometime.
Yeah.
Because it was a really, really good documentary, and there were a couple of... there were some funny jokes of the... while they were making Fallout 3, they sent an environment artist to take pictures of the mall.
Yeah.
And there was one dude who was standing in front of the White House taking pictures, and a security guard comes up and says, "Sir, what are you doing?" And he's like, he's like, I didn't want to tell the security guard that I was trying to imagine what the White House would look like if it was blown up by nukes. I didn't want to say, well, I'm going to go and make. I'm going to go and make a visualization of what this would look like if it was blown up. Like, fucking.
Yep, that would go over so well.
They posted ads for Fallout. Well, before they fully announced Fallout 3, they posted ads they posted teaser ads, which just showed Washington, D.C. blown up, but they posted the ads in the subways of D.C.
Oh no!
That's bad, man. Yeah, that's pretty intense.
So you've just got a lot of people wandering through your fucking capital and looking at pictures of your burnt and broken capital without any context. There's the White House on fire. There's the Washington Memorial.
Yeah, that's the tall spire.
The penis.
The penis, yeah.
Yes.
Washington's dick. And it was the biggest
yeah.
human-made structure in the world for 1 year until they finished the Eiffel Tower. 1 year.
Oh my god.
Damn French bitches.
And the French were like, fuck you.
Yeah. But then we had the title for like a good 70 years. That was pretty sweet.
What was... Oh, the Empire State Building.
Empire State from the 30s until the 70s. Then it was the OG Twin Towers. And then we got lapped by... OG Twin Towers. Then we got lapped by... I think they're called the Petronas Towers in Malaysia in like the late 90s.
And then it was the Twin Towers again. And then it was the Petronas Towers again.
No, and then... Sorry, the Twin Towers got overseated by the Willis Tower.
Keep giving us money anytime I make a bad pun or make a bad joke.
I mean, we should. Sketchy Rivet with the hashtag Washington's penis. Yes.
I mean, every time we do something.
If you're just gonna keep giving us money anytime I say something mildly funny, I will keep trying to say mildly funny things.
I like to think
you should always try and say mildly funny things. That's the point of a podcast. If you're saying mildly funny things, that's when you know you're doing your job right. Oh, hello, Calico.
That's like literally your job right now. But
no,
yeah,
don't bat my hand.
So, except for us that watched it, first impressions from everyone about what we've learned about Fallout 76 so far.
I think that you, me, Calais, and Needle need to get into the game together, and I'm going to nuke all three of you.
I can't though. My computer's not that good. I need a new computer.
I think that is the best approach, though. The way the game is sounding, I'm like...
You need a new computer. Well, we had arrangements on that. Sorry, Scrabble.
No, but the system is, I think everyone should get it for PC if you're going to get it, because you know that Sony isn't going to allow cross-platform play, even though... of course, Microsoft begs for it because then it gives them more market share, but Sony doesn't need to. But at the same time, that means there's no cross-platform play at all, so then everyone's fucked. So, just buy it for PC, because that's, and then Microsoft gets the money anyway. Fuck you, Sony.
Speaking of Sony, I love the internet, well, the internet's sort of angry, mix, either all angry or all freaking out reactions to The Last of Us, opening their demo, opening up with a very, very well-animated lesbian kiss, and so many people were freaking out.
I saw people upset about the banjo opening, the live performance of the soundtrack. I loved it. I thought that was freaking awesome and ambient and sweet.
That was fantastic.
Yeah.
Gustavo Santaolalla. I think I pronounced that correctly.
I'm not even going to try.
I've been listening to a fuckload of his music while writing Terminal Secret 6. So when he came on stage for the opening, I was like, oh, this is so cool.
See, that's one soundtrack I forgot about because I own Last of Us, but I haven't even really played it at all. But yeah, I need to go back and get that soundtrack and listen through that while writing.
But yeah, so the internet was reacting over that, which was kind of funny because the animation community has been really freaking out over it because it was apparently very, very well animated.
Fantastic.
I mean, I say apparently, I can tell that it was, but watching a bunch of veteran, 30, 20-year animators going onto Twitter or Reddit and breaking down all the sort of moving parts of it was really incredible to watch.
I didn't watch.
Pardon? Oh, yes, because you were working. You were actually, doing adult stuff.
I know.
And not the fun adult stuff. The boring adult stuff. That's wing. Yeah, you got to pay bills. Those are the worst.
But yeah, I don't know, though.
That's a wall, Panga. There's nothing on there for you.
I don't know about
Stop attacking the wall.
That there's no... I guess it kind of makes sense how every human character would necessarily be a player, so the only AI or NPCs are robots and other things like that. I mean, I get it. It's a good shorthand, but at the same time, I feel like we're going to have a lot less characters and a lot less, story motive,
So in a separate video, they did explain that they did realize that they did hit that problem. So what they've done is they've created
a lot more robots.
The fuck are they called? No, a variation of ghouls who aren't exactly, they're somewhere between standard ghouls and feral ghouls. Who haven't entirely lost their minds yet. So they're going to be the gun-toting NPCs, so that you've still got so they can still try and have the best of both worlds.
Oh, I hope they're blue. I hope they're silver nitrate blue. That would be really funny. Because most people don't know anything about West Virginia, including me. I have limited knowledge, but that's one thing I know is about the blue people of the Appalachians.
Oh my God.
I know they said they said they were going to pull a lot of folklore from West Virginia. Like they showed off like the Grafton monster, and apparently you're going to be hunted by Mothman throughout the game.
Why?
Because that's freaking awesome.
Because that's Fallout.
You want to know what else is freaking awesome?
What?
Me.
Embroidery machines?
There you go.
Me.
Okay, here. I suppose. I guess.
Would you keep me around if I wasn't?
Shut up.
Exactly!
Loud needle is loud. What is... Oh my god, okay, I've got to go.
No, don't leave me. No, it's Skyfall.
No, so...
I like how many monsters they have.
Today my university is putting on an experimental festival for the graduation students to put out to show off their first semester's films to the public. So I got to go stand at a stall for 14 hours and show off my film, which is both amazing and horrifying. Mostly horrifying. My film does not look good.
Yeah.
Apparently people like it, but I don't think my parts don't look good. My partner's parts look good. She did a really good job.
Never looked good because you're not letting me help.
I can't let you help.
I think you should leave too because you have so much background noise. I can barely hear a needle or anything else.
Those are the hardy daws.
Jeez.
Imagine living with those.
No, it's a Hottie-Daw.
Yeah, Hardy-Daws. We live with those.
Haagen-Dazs?
Like, they're just... we have that. I mean, we have that too. All right. Goodbye, everyone.
Goodbye.
I need to go shower.
Bye, Vermont. I love you. I'll miss you.
Okay.
Bye, Vermont.
So Vermont's take is
all of
generally positive. It sounded like he didn't have any snap reactions to it, which is fine. I'm also okay in the general sense, but I'm hesitant. There's a lot of new things to this, and I just don't know what it's gonna, what's gonna come of it. So I don't know.
Personally, I'm jazzed for Fallout 76. I can't wait to play it.
Same here, actually.
And oddly enough, I am going to attempt to try and pre-order the Power Armor Helmet Edition just because it looks so cool.
See, that's the thing that kills me too. I have to buy that, so I'm gonna have the game regardless because I have to have that helmet. So,
unfortunately, the Power Helmet Deluxe Edition sold out on their website within like a couple hours of it going live.
Damn.
Oh, rats!
Yeah, I think I missed that window.
They'll probably still have some at like GameStops or whatever, but the online is sold out.
Well, they added a second batch last time too with Fallout 4. I was able to get my Pip-Boy registered in that window, but then they opened it up again later on. So I'm sure they'll get a second like shipment or whatever.
Well, personally, I love the line that that the host guy, when he was talking about it, goes, "Oh yes, and we got a map, and it glows in the fucking dark." That was just funny.
That was just odd. It's like, no one cares about the fucking map. Everyone wants the T-51 helmet.
I'm still going to try to steal Who's voice when I get that, if I can get that thing.
Oh, it looks like pre-order is still available from Walmart.com, so there's that.
Oh.
Let me see if they have it for PC, though. This is the one game I normally get X-Bone, but it's got to be PC.
Ah.
Let's see here.
I mean, this game probably won't
show up on Amazon for PS4. Hopefully it'll show up soon.
I mean, this game probably won't have good modding support to begin with, but I generally go for the PC version just for the modding support.
Yeah, see, I've never been good at modding. Like, the Fallout 4, like, shake and bake console mods were great for me because I can never get damn Nexus mods to work right. I don't know. Okay, yeah, it's still on Walmart.com, so if you're within the burger, dominion, you should be fine with that.
I'm going to see if I can find it elsewhere. I'm not really a fan of Walmart.
I prefer to buy it on Amazon myself. I trust that more, but, yeah, we'll see what happens.
Yeah, don't get me started on Amazon. I had a bad experience with them earlier, a couple weeks ago, and I'm just mad at them.
Oh, yeah?
Right now. Well, I got a really cool audiobook like a few months ago, and I was just going through them, and I finally got to this one, and 2 times in a row, I got the same copy of disc number 4, and I'm just PO'd right now.
You know, you can just report that, and
I did. I reported it twice.
Yeah, they'll send you a proper copy.
Oh, they tried. They sent me a second copy, and it came back with the same copy of disc number 3.
Oh, that sucks.
And it was right in the middle of a very suspenseful part of the story.
Why don't you just download it from YouTube or from Audible?
Yeah, I could try that, but I like having the physical copy in my hand.
It's a disc, though. It can easily get destroyed.
Yeah, that's a good point, too.
I tend to lean physical as well. If there's a piece of media I really like, I'll try to get it on like Blu-ray or something. I don't know. It's one of those, the internet goes down and then you're screwed if you don't have it. Because that's a thing, especially everyone, we're kind of dependent on the consistency of the internet now, but even relative to like electricity, I still don't trust it.
But that's not even a valid point if it's with a CD, though. Because, you're going to be fucked with the CD, man. You need electricity for that, too.
Well, no, I know. I'm saying that, they're both, sort of essential utilities, but I'm saying that physical media I trust because then if one system goes down, you could still enjoy the thing rather than both going down.
Oh, see, what I do is I have an old phone that I dropped in water, and it still manages to work for now.
Nice.
Is this a money war or is Stitch here? I'm here.
I mean, it could be if you want. I mean, we're not going to stop you.
So I have an old phone that has 16 gigabytes, and since I had to wipe it because I put everything onto my new phone, I just filled out with all of my audiobooks. So I have over 300 hours of audiobooks on my.
Nice.
Right.
Completely excessive and unnecessary, but fuck it.
Yeah, no, I've got a 200 gigabyte micro SD card in my phone that's music and podcasts and audiobooks. But yeah, thank you, Whited666, for your 4 Maple Bucks. We appreciate it.
We appreciate the Maple Bucks. Maple Bucks goes towards us not putting Vermont into a cage.
Doesn't he already live in a cage?
To America!
But yeah, so I think that's all the main details. Obviously, when the trailer released with the song, I took advantage of that pretty quick. And then the setting is interesting, which someone pointed out that West Virginia is where the Greenbrier Hotel is, which is a very old Cold War fallout shelter. I think it was made for the senators. And so it's right there over the Virginia border, and there's a big image of it in the game trailer. So obviously it'll be a location. It's not a big shelter, but I mean, within the Fallout lore, they could probably turn it into a vault, as big enough to fit 500 people.
Oh yeah, easily.
Yeah, very interesting. It's a really nice hotel, just regardless. So I mean, I'm sure you can use it as a player town hall location, depending on how your server unfolds. Also, we have to start thinking of what we want to name our server. I'm thinking Stella is a good obvious choice. Mare Island is an option because you got your little walls. And who wants to come in? Yeah. We got to have our own specific nuclear horror server, and then we'll make good with everyone else. With
look, we got French money.
Oof. Well, I mean, it's kind of more, German, but I mean, it's pretty much.
Oreos.
Thank you for the €10. We appreciate.
Thank you for the Oreos.
The Oreos, yes.
Yes, 10 Oreos will be enough to put Vermont into a cage. But they have to be the double stuff kind.
Ooh, yeah, double stuff is way to go. You know what I really miss? I cannot find these anymore. Is for one season, they had cookie dough flavored Oreos. Those were so good. I think I bought 4 packs that summer and never saw them again.
If I find them again, I'll ship them to you.
Oh my god. I mean, I'm sure I could find them somewhere online.
Oh my god.
But it's like, at the store, you're just walking through aisles. I always look, and still they never have it. It's just like, what is it? The Red Velvet's pretty good. I get those sometimes, but I try not to buy them at all, so.
Actually, oddly enough, I was at Vaughn's today, and I saw they have mega stuffed Oreos now.
Oh my god.
I'm like, what?
It's just like 5 times.
Yep, Walmart lists the cookie dough Oreos as no longer available.
Damn.
Man, it stinks.
Yeah, Oreo, they've done so many different variants now, which is really funny because Oreo was like the second like kind of cookie like that. There's something before that was called like, it had a really weird name, so obviously it didn't take off, but then Oreos went through the roof. We have the chat wanting us to get back to Fallout 76. Yeah, so Fallout 76, all the characters in your server, however that works out, like, 64 people, 32 people, which, considering if you got a map as large as what they're saying anyway, this could be one of Todd's sweet little lies, but if you have a map 4 times larger than Fallout 4, that's a lot of space to spread 32 characters.
Since Vermont is going in a cage, will this cover the rest of New England?
Hell yeah. Five good old Eagle bucks. So thank you, Sketchy Rivet.
The freedom dollars.
Freedom dollars. Petro dollars. Yeah, so, yeah.
I mean, technically it's not freedom because we're putting Vermont into a cage and shipping him to America.
So anyway,
You're just like,
gonna leave that there.
Please don't say that, that's racist.
It's not racist because he's white, though. But yeah,
not white though.
What is it? Yeah, so it's a big looking map, and I mean it's going to be mostly hills too. So all the locations are going to be like a little scattered, like freaking coal mines and apparently some random nuclear installations too, which is always great. I mean, that does, like, as big as, like, Appalachians are for coal, nuclear power is huge over there. And especially in the Fallout universe, that makes sense. So I'm sure we'll have some fun, Fallout lore locations for everyone to explore.
Oh, yeah.
And also, one of the trailers or something had these little, like, Chinese-looking drones running around, too. So that I'm excited about, because that's one thing that's always missing in Fallout lore is, like, there should be more, like, Chinese stuff running around because of how big the war was. Like, the whole Chinese submarine mission in Point Lookout was really interesting for that reason.
Yeah, I think I saw a video that those little bots are called, like, reclaimers.
Yeah, People's Grand Liberation Army reclamation droids of, whatever, just stack the names. That's an interesting cultural thing, just with Chinese language. So, yeah, it should be fun. I mean, we're definitely gonna play it no matter what, because it's like A, it's part of our jobs. B, I have to buy it for the damn helmet regardless. So yeah, it'll probably be PC. It sounds like that's the way most people are going, and I've got a good gaming rig, so I'll definitely get it for PC. So.
Okay.
I feel like that's assuming, and I haven't heard anything to the contrary, assuming it's a very solid wall between all the different systems, then PC is going to be where most of the players are. So if you're out there and you're still considering, I think if you have a good enough PC or even decent, get it for PC.
Yeah, I got to stick with PS4 for now until I can save up enough money to actually get a gaming rig. I mean, my laptop is okay, but I don't think it can handle Fallout 76.
Yeah, and laptops are problematic too. The fans always go dead. Both of the 2 laptops I ever owned in high school and college, that I did a lot of music on, admittedly, it was always the damn fans and cooling systems that broke. That was the weak link. Maybe it's a Hewlett-Packard thing. They were both Hewlett-Packard laptops, so I don't know.
I mean, mine is 12, 13 years old and can still work.
Damn! What brand is that?
Oh, that's an excellent question.
You're gonna say it's like an E-machine or a freaking gateway.
It's an Intel.
Okay. Well, damn. I guess there's a reason Intel's stuck around.
But I need a new one, man. Like, obviously it crashed and destroyed my files.
Yeah.
And so I can fucking play with you guys and kill you.
Yeah. Go with an Asus or Acer. I've heard the best things about them recently.
I'm gonna build my own. A friend of mine and I, we kind of have a very basic one planned out right now.
Oh, there you go.
It's not anything too crazy, but it's enough to like be able to run some games. And then obviously over time I'll upgrade it. And just build a junker computer or build a fucking mining rig.
Yeah. I see in the chat some people have the have X-Bones and PS4s. I know, I'm an X-Boner, and I prefer console, but because of the way this looks like it's unfolding, I'm gonna have to go with PC probably. So
I think I'm sort of a outlier in that I don't even own any of the Microsoft consoles.
nice.
And I don't own any of the current Sony consoles either.
Yes, and your Linux.
Oh, you got a PS3 then?
No, I have a PS2.
Oh, damn, nice. That was Sorry, go ahead.
The only current console I have is the Switch, so.
Oh, there you go. Yeah, no, PS2 is
But
what I
it's
got
for
when I
more-
was
oh my
done
God,
with
you can't-
Nintendo.
Dude, you can't say that. You can't just ask why people from Africa aren't white. You can't do that.
Thank you, Whited666 for those Kenyatta bucks.
Kenyatta bucks?
Oh, Maple bucks. Sorry, pronounce that right.
Can't. You
This-
can't do that.
This is gonna be a war of the continents now. Let's see who can donate the most money before the trade wars go up. Yeah. So what else did we learn about Fallout 76?
Whoever donates the most gets to pick the first fanfic I read.
Oh, there you go. That's actually a good like realistic deliverable. So,
Yep.
so there you
I'll
go.
read it
Play
you guys.
Needle's game. She's good at those.
I'm too burnt out on work right now, so I'll do something that just requires me to talk, which is...
I mean, that's kind of like your main job on the channel anyway, but you know.
I mean, that's my main job in general. I'm a debt collector.
Oh, that's right. I forgot.
Fucking, oh my god, today...
That can't be healthy.
Working as a debt collector?
Yeah, I mean, it's just the stress of that. Like, every confrontation is your job. Like,
Yes and no. Like, sometimes it's really simple, sometimes it's not so simple. Like, for instance, I'll have people who... One dude, today, he's like, why are you calling me? Oh, I can't discuss that, sir, without being able to verify you first. If you don't have the time right now, you can just give us a call back later. Fuck you! Give me your fucking supervisor! Well, I can't give you my supervisor without being able to verify you. And then he's like, fuck you! And hung up. Okay. And then another lady today, she's like, oh, I'm having issues with my credit, or my identity being stolen. Is it going to affect me being able to get a car? I said, no, we can go ahead and we can, look into what's going on, and you don't need to worry about it. Just contact the dealership and let them know what's going on. And she goes, do I have to turn in my car? No, I just said it's not a problem. I'll go ahead and I'll contact the fraud department. I want to speak to your supervisor. Why? Because the turnaround time is too long. Okay, well, the turnaround time to speak to a supervisor is about 2 to 3 days? Yeah. We're not open on Saturdays and Sundays. And that's the reason why the turnaround time for the fraud department is also 2 or 3 days, because it's past 5 and they're closed right now, so they're not going to see until when they get into work on Monday.
awesome.
Is there a customer gripe or a customer grievance line? Me? Put me to the receptionist. The receptionist? Yes, the receptionist. You want to talk to the automated system? Is that what that is? Yeah, it's not an actual human. It's a recording.
Awesome.
Then give me the number for customer care. They're not going to be able to talk to you. You're past due. You need to talk to collections. Then what am I supposed to do? Tell the dealership that you're talking to us in regards to your fraud claim. That's all you need to do. You don't need to return your car.
Damn.
I'm just gonna call the care department. Like, oh, okay. And then another dude's like, I'm not gonna pay on this card because I think you guys are charging me fraudulent fees. What do you mean we're charging you fraudulent fees? According to your contract, you get a late fee every single time you go 10 days past your due date. You've done that 47 times. I don't think that's true because I think that you've charged us fraudulent fees. Okay, well let's go ahead and look at your payment history. Because you have your payment history statement in front of you, right? Right? Okay, you see the February payment? Yes? That's a regular monthly payment. You paid for February. You see the gap in between that didn't cover March or April, and then suddenly there's a payment in May? Yes? That's where late fees were accrued. I don't agree with that. That's incorrect. There was a payment made in April and May. Or March and April. Well, if you can prove it, we'll go ahead and, we'll fix that. We'll remove the fees for you. Okay, give me a second. He starts clicking around. I'm assuming he's looking at his bank statement. Oh. I'm pretty sure I made a payment. Let me guess. You don't see the actual payments on your statements? I didn't say that! Your hesitation did. And then he hung up on me.
I should probably mention we have another $6 from Sketchy Rivet. The hashtag better wiped than striped free war propaganda. That's great.
Oh
no! Oh boy.
We also have a follow-up comment of Becky. Let me smash. That's classic. That's so great. I love that series. I'm glad that old Halo is still getting love. That's actually one thing I'm excited about was the Halo Infinite trailer. I love the look of the new Slipspace engine. That looks fan-fucking-tastic. And they brought back the old-looking Master Chief armor. And hopefully we'll get more Kazuma Jinochi music, because that was like the only good thing about Halo 5 was his music.
Guys, apparently I need to do an audio drama called Confessions of a Debt Collector.
Oh, God. Chaotic Babies with, I want to see whose OC lasts longest in Fallout Equestria, Needle, Skybolts, or Vermont's.
I mean, technically mine, because Stitch is already dead.
Oh my god.
So, all she needs is a needle and thread and she's good. Vermont's a zebra, so fuck him. And then Skybolt, you take away his wings and he can't do jack shit.
He's a unicorn. He can do plenty of good stuff. Skybolt is assumed to live before the war and dies with EAST Corp, probably. So, there's that. It's probably same with James's OC, actually. Let me see here. Okay, yeah, that's all the comments. But yeah, so I don't know. Are you a big so we have a few PlayStation people in the chat or whatever. Are you excited about about Dead Baby Stranding? That's or what's the most accurate way of laying? It's like I get it now. It makes sense. So Death Stranding is that like apparently all these people who died, they're anchored to the world. They're stranded through like umbilicals, so they're like black ghosty people. And that's an interesting
I have no idea. It's a Hideo Kojima game. That guy knows how to fuck with your head.
And like something about the little baby fetus in the yellow juice is like helps ward them off. Like I'm assuming it's the yellow baby juice producing the light that's showing you like what the stranded death people are.
I'm not sure.
Damn.
We're trying to figure that out.
Madman.
Oh my god. Ugh.
Otherwise, yeah, it seems like it's at least the little parts we saw look like they're mainly like delivery / like courier or escort type missions. It's a little bit not necessarily walking simulator, but that's what we've seen mostly right now. So we'll see how that unfolds over the course of the other previews. And then, damn, James had to go, but we, talk about personal responsibility. Finally, have solid Cyberpunk 2077, photos and developments. That's pretty sweet.
Yeah, that does look really cool.
Oh my god, my friend was complaining about that. He's like, "Oh, why does everybody in the Cyberpunk stripper?" that's so weird. Da, 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 da. I'm like, dude, you shut the fuck up. You draw strippers all the time.
Yeah.
And he's just like, no, I don't.
I don't know. I mean, it makes perfect sense. I mean, the whole thing came about in the, 80s and 90s when, like, the punk look was really popular. And that's, like, a lot of cyberpunk themes that's very heavily, leather, lace, and colored hair. That's like, a common trope of, like, 80s cyberpunk.
Yep. And you actually, like, roll dice to see what your person's gonna look like.
Oh, yeah. Yeah, because that was the original game, right? It was like 2025 or something?
Yeah, I played it for a bit, and, like, you actually roll dice to kind of decide, or to kind of figure out what your character is going to look like, and decide their cool factor and everything, and if their cool factor is really low, you're going to have a really shitty job, but if their cool factor is really high, then you're going to have a really cool job. And then you also, to roll to figure out race and everything, and based on your race, you get certain traits. Obviously, they're very stereotypical traits, because this was back in the 70s, 80s.
It was a different time.
It was a different time. But these are very stereotypical traits, so if you're, like, Asian, you're doing very well as a CEO and things like that. If you're black, you're really good at doing sports and things that have to do with muscle, and it's very stereotypical. I ended up being a tall Asian lady with spiky blue hair. I was very cool.
Hell yeah. This sounds like we're getting into God damn, I'm having a mind blank now. Ghost in the Shell. Fuck me.
Oh yes.
Territory. Yeah, that see, I didn't know about the RP game until really like this weekend, people talking about it. So my cyberpunk framework is Akira and Ghost in the Shell. And then of course like Blade Runner and shit.
Yeah, I was gonna say, have you seen Blade Runner?
Yeah, no, of course I did. I love 2049. That was good stuff. It was really good stuff. We also have people in the chat. Andrew WK, though. Yeah, that was a great opening for the Rage 2. I'm glad Andrew WK is getting love. He's a great guy. Yeah, but Rage 2 seems like mostly pointless. Like, I'm glad, he got a job doing stuff for that, but it's like, that's a game no one liked. It seems like they're trying to, like, put the property to use, because, of course, they invested in it, so now they're like, they kind of gave it the Nuka World treatment of, okay, we're gonna have the spray paint raiders. That's gonna be the feel of this one. And it's like, okay, that's cool. No,
I love that, like, did you see the tweet that Dwayne "The Rock" Johnson put out, like, throwing hella shade?
Oh, no.
At Doom?
Oh, really?
At Doom, and Doom is just like, Dwayne, please.
Dude. What? He got to be in the movie. What's he complaining about?
I'm pretty sure, wasn't he in Doom?
Yeah, he was the main villain of the Doom movie.
Yeah, and they're just like, they're just like, oh, well, at least I'm a part of a cool thing, da-da-da-da. Doom is just like, Dwayne.
Damn, that's fucking harsh.
Indeed.
Yeah, you want to watch yourself, Dwayne. You're not exactly coasting on your notoriety. Been in a bunch of freaking kids' movies and then generic Disney shit.
The only thing he's got going for him right now is The Pebble.
I think Doom was the best movie he's been in the last decade. I do like that Doom movie. I know it's like, video game movies are always problematic, but like, that had, The Rock, and it had Carl Urban as the main guy. That's a good movie. I like that.
Oh, I don't know. He was good in San Andreas.
I mean, I didn't even see that, to be fair, but that was like a generic, like, disaster type movie. Actually, the last really solid disaster movie that I saw was 2012. That was actually really good, with John Cusack running around Supernova, Yellowstone, and everything. It was pretty fun.
Yeah. Then Skyscraper will be out later this year. Looks really good.
Yeah, and that's got Jackie Chan, which makes sense considering he is actually a Hong Konger. So,
dude, he's like so old. He's doing so good for himself.
Oh yeah.
So old.
I mean, the amount he works out. I mean, I imagine you stay, relatively young looking.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah, he's been in American films since the mid-'80s with, was it Rumble in the Bronx? When he first, like, American or English language film. It's pretty sweet.
I think so, yeah.
I'm dying on the inside.
Yeah, I mean the plot of Skyscraper, it looks interesting because yeah, it's like some super big new skyscraper there in Hong Kong or Shanghai or whatever, and it's like virtually its own city, and it's very technologically advanced. So some like faction is hacking it and breaking into it, and there's some secret in there. So it kind of looks like if they play their cards right, they could have a Die Hard type movie out of this. So,
oh yeah,
who knows?
Yeah, literally all I could think of with Die Hard when the trailer for that dropped.
Yeah, exactly. So hopefully they play it smart, because yeah, that could be a thing. Yeah. Oh yeah. Then there's the Resident Evil 2 remake, which I'm sure is great. I played only like pieces of Resident Evil 4, but I when Resident Evil 4 came to GameCube, I'd already jumped from N64 to PS2, so I kind of missed that as a whole thing. Sketchy Rivet is asking, have we ever heard of Frostpunk? I have not. Is that like a genre? Is that like snowy cyberpunk, or is that like a specific thing?
I've never heard of that before.
I remember in some of the discussion after the Cyberpunk panel was that it didn't look like pure Cyberpunk. Like, I guess some original author of, like, the Neuromancer or something was, like, throwing shade on it. And, like, first of all, Neuromancer guy, I hadn't even heard of your shit. And I've been a fan of these kind of movies and stuff for a long time. So it's like, just because you're first to a genre doesn't make you, like, the authority either. And so I guess he was really crapping on it for some reason. Like, and I mean, I guess I wouldn't call it pure cyberpunk either, because cyberpunk is very heavy in like the night, like Blade Runner 2049. That's like that aesthetic. Whereas this, it seems like it's got a little bit of that like what I'd call urban wasteland, which was very like big in the 90s with movies like Demolition Man, Judge Dredd. Kind of the feel of like the music from Falling Down, Predator 2. So it's got like a little bit of that with conventional cyberpunk, and I don't know, it looks neat.
Kitty!
Diamond in the chat, Frostpunk is its own game, not a franchise. Okay, that's cool. What? A city simulator game set in a post-apocalyptic ice age scenario where you have to survive the freezing temperatures. Oh, yeah, that sounds fun. Yeah, no, I always thought, like, an ice age apocalypse, it would be neat. Like, it's an underutilized, like, apocalypse people explore. I think the most recent thing of something like that was that Snowpiercer, actually, that a lot of people seem to like. I need to get around to seeing that at some point.
Eat the bugs!
So, made by Paradox Games. Is it like a PC game? That could be why it's a total blind spot for me. Because I don't follow like PC only games at all. I'm really honestly not much of a gamer at all anymore. I only like I follow my Fallouts and my Halos, and that's about it.
There's a Halos coming on in YouTube.
Yeah, mentioned that earlier. It was I am excited. We don't know pretty much anything except that its new engine looks pretty and it's got Master Chief's old look. And it might have some kind of, like, new dynamic to it also, like Fallout 76. So, we'll see. I mean, they screwed up so much with Halo 4 and 5. It's like, I honestly think they can only go up from here. So, yeah, hopefully it's good. Oh, sorry. Samuel Pierce again in the chat. Is anyone at EAST Corp excited for the Into the Spider-Verse series coming to Netflix? That's the animated one, right? I didn't watch the actual trailer.
What is that?
Looks pretty cool.
Into the Spider-Verse, because I know in the 90s cartoon they were really big into that too, like all the different universes of different Spider-Mans. I'm not the biggest Spider-Man fan, so I actually don't know much about it. I remember seeing like a handful of episodes, and I had no idea what was going on, just that there was the Spider Lady and a bunch of different Spider-Mans, and then the Sam Raimi movies. That's my Spider-Man experience.
Actually, I hate to say this, but I gotta actually head out for a bit.
Okay. Sounds
All
good.
right. See you guys later.
See ya. Yes, with Miles Morales. Yes, he seems like the most popular second alternate Spider-Mans. Spider-Men. Spider-Zers. Yeah, so it looks cool. It seems like the Spider fan base are enjoying that, so I'm happy for them. What else came out at E3? Death Stranding, Cyberpunk. Trying to cover all the big ones, you know. Last of Us, we talked about. Yeah. I mean, you know, you throw all the lesbian kisses you want. That's good stuff. So, shit, what else is there? Xbox panel. I can't remember any specifics either. I remember actually watching a lot of these, but oh, Metro Exodus. There we go in the chat. Metro Exodus. Yeah, we got a better look at that gameplay. That looks. There you go. There's your snowpocalypse in Russia, of course. I'm not a Metro series fan. It seems like most of the series has been in the Metro, though, so I know this is a bit of a diversion from that. Yeah, no Bloodborne. Gears 5, that's right. We have isn't her name Gears 2, the new protagonist? Protagonist. So that should be fun. Dom Trooper YT with one Eagle Buck. Thank you so much. No comment, but thank you for the money. Fortnite coming to Nintendo Switch. I'm not sure if that's a meme or serious. I have no idea. Nintendo is gonna Nintendo, so always. Oh yeah, that was a big thing with Ridley, the main Samus villain coming to Smash. I saw a lot of great comics out of that one. I mean, yeah, he looks so, like, he's definitely a size up from everyone else on the board, but, like, I don't know. I mean, I guess as long as they balance it well enough, and balance is one of the things that Nintendo's best at as a company, so, yeah, I'm sure it'll work out. You alright?
Falling apart, everything hurts, my head hurts, my back hurts, my feet hurts, everything hurts, and I'm having anxiety. Yes, I'm okay.
Okay.
Guys, like, I don't know how to handle this. Needle's having issues.
Yeah. What else was from the Bethesda panel? We had Rage 2, Rage's Joke, new Wolfenstein stuff. That's always fun. What was the other thing? Oh, Starfield. I think what I liked most about the trailer, I don't think this was intentional, but it looked almost like negative Mass Effect, because it started off with the planet in the upper right quadrant of the screen rather than the lower right, and instead of zooming up, it zooms down to the whatever the Starfield station was. So that, I don't know, that looks neat to me. I was excited about that last year when the rumors first started coming out. I'm like, a Fallout-style RPG in space or on a space station, that sounds great to me. So I don't know.
You mean like all of the Star Wars games?
Well, I mean, the old ones, they were okay. But, I mean, I want, like, the first-person quality, a little bit more FPS focus, because, I mean, yeah, pure form RPG is okay, but it can be too slow. That was Mass Effect 1's main problem. It was too slow. And they kind of addressed that in 2 and 3, but then they screwed up in other ways, so it's like, I don't know.
Oh God, Skybolt, there's no pleasing you. Oh my God.
Look, I just want I just want a clone of Fallout, but with space. That's perfect, literally.
I want a clone with Fallout, but with ponies.
Oh yeah, I mean, yeah, obviously. That goes
yeah,
without saying.
Like, I will not be satisfied until I have my clone with ponies.
I mean, yeah, we all wait on bated breath for Ashes of Equestria to you know, keep updating and release and stuff. So we'll
it's not going to.
Oh no, have you heard something new?
No, but I've just seen where shit goes.
Yeah, big projects like that are kind of doomed.
It's a very ambitious project, which is the problem. It's a very ambitious project, which is like part of the reason why I was so hesitant with things like Untypical. It's a very ambitious project, but it's a new thing. People don't do well with new things.
Yeah, I don't know James's whole plan for that either, but I mean, I'm happy you guys got your, your GoFundMe worked out.
That was all him. I had nothing to do with that.
I'm just glad he didn't draw it from our reserves anymore, our patron reserves. Because I needed a little money for my damn Confessions art, so whatever, that's going along. Oh, we have Sketchy Rivet in the chat. Guess you wanted Van Buren. I am fascinated by the Fallout 3 Van Buren storyline. I really wanted to see what they could have done with that. It was like a Texas-like centric. Obviously, there's a lot of interesting things in Texas, like Fallout-y and Americana-y you could make use of, so that would have been interesting. I don't know.
Nothing pertaining to me, so I don't care.
With people, stream keeps freezing. Yeah, internet's been kind of funky lately. I think they're... I don't know. I don't know what it is.
I mean, I'm not having issues, but I'm seeing...
Well, earlier in the stream, mine was cutting out too, but whatever.
Chaotic Babies in the chat. Passion can burn out. Yeah, that's another problem with things like Ashes of Equestria. It's like, here's the thing too, and I think Bethesda really have dropped the ball on this. Well, I mean, a lot of companies have. It's like, set up the marketplace in such a way where some of these more ambitious developers can build their mini expansions and, make it work out so they can sell it and you still get a decent chunk of the money. So we'll have these big projects like Fallout Brazil or Fallout Florida or, what's the new one, Frontier or whatever. Let it work out in such a way they can publish it and make it good on your, Creation Club or whatever. And you can take your 50% off the top and they can still make something and make, pennies off of it. I don't know. I feel like companies could approach the fan-generated content issue a lot smarter. Actually, I think, honestly, one of the smartest uses of that was Hasbro with Pony stuff. It's like this ridiculous brony fandom that grew out of, like, freaking nowhere. And, obviously...
It literally grew out of 4chan, to annoy one dude.
Yeah. Yeah, that co-board. I always wondered, I would love to talk to that guy that wrote the article that pissed off the comics board so much. I would love to sit down with him and be like, everything that is brony, all the ponies and horses on the internet are because of you. How does that make you feel? I really honestly would love to have a discussion with him. God damn. I mean, that's like his shit posting, like blog tier shit posting that like snowballed insanely. It's like... I don't know, that's like butterfly effect to the extreme. Damn.
He was the original pony poster.
I mean, I guess. That's like, My Little Pony was like a joke. It was like one of the most blatant, like, corporate type shows of the 80s, which, most of them were. But at the same time, Pony, it's like, the original movie and stuff weren't that bad.
They were all just meant to sell toys.
I mean, yeah, even Transformers was like that, too. So.
Especially Transformers, yep.
So, but I think, like, things like Care Bears were worse than Pony. I don't know. Either way, obviously that was his reflection in the article about, like, cartoons are dead. Now they're just rehashing shit from the 80s that has no thought or love or commitment put into it. And then when everyone on the co-board were like, oh, this guy's an asshole. Let's actually take a look. Because, they were all fans of all the other Faustian shows from the 90s and all our, McCracken, hubby stuff. And there we go. Now we've got this ridiculous brony fandom that like overgrew on large parts of the internet. Yay,
Samuel
us!
Asked if we can have a streaming section. I've actually had the idea to do that, but I just need a better computer, and I'm more than happy to play like Derpy Plays Fallout or some shit.
Yeah. Yeah, especially with Fallout 76. I actually thought that could be a really smart avenue for all of us, is doing stuff like that.
You can start by showing off my Fallout 4 mod. Self-plug.
Just leave it. Just for that shit. You just gotta stick the Wasteland to navigate it, and it'll be perfect.
Hell yeah, man. It's so cool.
I've been thinking about it.
I give you my permission, friend. Not that my permission means anything, because I just voiced the horse. I don't even contribute much to it.
Well, actually, when we get, everything wrapped and finalized and the, full remastered package together, yeah, that could be easy enough to port. Because the way the videos are made too with the music, like the remastered version will be able to be a little bit more careful with it, so it'll be much better quality, I think.
I mean, I'm gonna try to get a better microphone for it in general, just so that it's better quality in general. Because the first, I think, 6 chapters were ass because I didn't have that great of a microphone.
Yeah, really, I think those are the only ones that actually need re-recording. Maybe everything else, it's mainly on the back end, just because of the way the episodes are made, where I'll be able to clean it up a lot and sort of remaster things. So. And also things like the rabbit too.
Oh my God! Stop.
That no clip documentary of Fallout 76 to start with should be good.
You're fine, Sky. Sorry, I'm yelling at the chat.
I was wondering about that.
I'm yelling at the chat because Samuel's like,
chat, quick, start a GoFundMe.
Computer. No, fuck you. You guys already bought me an embroidery machine. Stop it.
There's a game called Rust, and it is an open-world multiplayer Fallout survival. Pretty good game. Yeah, I've heard of that. I remember some of the initial reactions to Fallout 76 were like Rust clone. So I don't know what that means. I never actually... I don't think I've seen anything about Rust except maybe a trailer or marketing art. So yeah, it's... I know there was a new Mad Max game too, which I looked at and it looked interesting. But again, I'm not really a gamer. It's really I have Fallout for when I need to unplug from things, and I'll go and play that, and it's almost therapeutic. It's when I need a Saturday afternoon.
Unplug Fallout, but I'm dead.
Yeah, listen to a podcast and just roam around New Vegas. It's fun.
Yeah, it was a joke. Making reference there, Skybolt, that you totally ignored, friend.
I'm sorry, the audio's pretty rough. I can only hear some of you.
Oh, well then let me go get my microphone.
Yeah, that'd be a good idea.
My butt! No!
Was that unclear?
That is the sound of me breaking.
Oh, Rust is PC only. That explains it. Yeah, that's why I don't know anything about it. Sketchy Rivet with @Needle. Hope this contribute to the best cross-eyed ghoul horse getting a new computer. Thank you.
Stop it!
It's just a super chat.
Stop it! Stop donating to the computer. Stop it!
I mean, if we wanted to pursue that route of getting her a new computer with patron money, then James can pay for that because he took $1,000 for the untypical starter. So we're not going to do that again.
All right, is that better?
Talk again.
Hello.
It's a little better, yeah.
Let me do this. Cool video call. Audio settings.
Alexa, strike Randy Savage with Dawnbreaker.
Oh my God.
Yeah! You're gonna hit the Dawnbreaker on me. I almost said brother. That's Hulk's.
Brother.
Yeah.
I just find it hilarious that Alexa gag and E3 that Bethesda pull is actually a skill you can teach your Alexa.
Is that better?
Yes, there you go.
Much better.
Great.
Now you sound like you're on the podcast.
Yeah.
Before you sounded like you were in the background of James's mic.
Just because I really did not want to get up and go get my microphone out of my closet because that's where I keep it because that's where I do my recording.
Damn. That's pretty great though.
Stop it. I hate you all.
Yeah.
Stop. I don't hate you all. I love you all very much. But stop it!
Die Twice is the new game from people who made Dark Souls. Oh, Shadows Die Twice. That's cool. I feel like the best Dark Souls, spiritual successor was Bloodborne. Bloodborne was it took Dark Souls kind of feel and then gave it that nice Lovecraftian splash. I mean, they already kind of perfected Dark Souls in my opinion. So, not that I play either of them, but I actually because it was when I was writing. Let me see if I have the timeline right on this because I remember the 4-day weekend I was writing. Bloodborne.
Oh my God, I hate you all.
Yeah, March 24th, 2015. So when Bloodborne released and I was seeing all the videos and stuff, I was just diving deep in that lore, and that's what I had in my head as I was finishing up the Duchess horror script. So, yeah, Bloodborne contributed to my own little, Lovecraftian swatch. Two more maple bucks for Needle. There you go.
Don't stop it. Stop it.
Let's claim West Virginia for EAST Corp. I like the
agree.
parallels on that. That's funny.
But West Virginia sucks, so let's claim California, because then we can have the Silicon Valley.
Let's claim the Wasteland because you, Skybolt, made a parody of it.
What?
What? Never mind.
Oh, the West Tech? Yeah, that's the EAST Corp.
I hate you all.
Yeah, no, West Virginia's great. There's good people, West Virginia. West Virginia's history is actually really fascinating, too. That was in the middle of the Civil War. It was literally the state broke in half to be Union, so... Which was a big deal because Virginia was the capital of the Confederacy. I know, I've lived there. There's a lot of hardcore Confederates still there.
Oh, Needle, look.
Yeah, 5 maple bucks from Why Did 666, and then 10 Oreos from Chaos. Thank you both. Anyone remember the stuffed Oreo snack cakes? I think I do. Those are pretty good.
Does anybody remember the Oreo cereal though?
I remember it. I never tried it though.
The Oreo cereal was legit.
That's good.
You know what? The money train keeps rolling. Do it, because then that means I can beat Skybolt.
Oh my god. Yeah, Yeah, no.
What were you at, Skybolt, again? I forgot. What was your thing?
We streamed what was it? 100, I think 150, or maybe it was close to 200. 150 might have been what YouTube took away, or what we got after the YouTube take, because the YouTube take is like 30%, I want to say. So, which isn't too bad, all things considered. It's like, we could set up like a Streamlabs, but that makes things complicated. So. It's whatever.
I mean, I could. It's just it just takes a little bit of time. I can easily get it set up, but I'm pretty sure if I did, it would require me to run it.
Yeah.
Unless I can get something that I can just run over the internet. I'll look into it. I'll see if maybe we can do Streamlabs if that'll be a little bit cheaper on us.
Well, it's cheaper because I think Streamlabs. I don't know how they operate. They might run ads or something, but it's like you get like almost all of the money that's actually donated. So.
Oh yeah, Streamlabs does run ads.
Yeah, so that way, YouTube the Googs aren't taking the money. Yeah. Now we all want Oreos. God damn it.
I have Oreos. Oh fuck you guys! I'm breaking my diet. I'm gonna go get my Oreos.
Oh my god.
I've been really good, okay? I'm trying to lose a little bit of weight. I'm not, like, overweight or anything, but I am getting to the point where I'm no longer feeling healthy, which is when it becomes an issue, is when I'm no longer feeling healthy. So I'm trying to lose just 10 pounds to start feeling healthy again. But now I really want Oreos, and I hate you all. You all are the worst. Stop it.
Does Stitch want a water-cooled 1080 Ti? I don't get the water-cooled meme. I don't trust water-cooled, to be honest. I'm sure it's fine, but I don't trust it. It's
fine, but I still don't trust it.
Yeah.
I know it's fine, and I don't trust it. Keto. I'm not doing keto. A friend of mine literally had a heart attack from doing keto.
What's keto?
Keto is basically where you, like, cut out sugars, like, all together. But there's 2 issues with that. One, like I said, a friend of mine literally had a heart attack. And 2, I'm hypoglycemic. If my blood sugar gets too low, I will literally pass out.
I do like his chat about you get to eat all the baby cows you want, though. That sounds pretty good.
Yeah, that's the reason why my friend had a heart attack, was because he wasn't doing it right. Like, he was literally only eating meats and fats and things like that. And so, like, that would be fine if I wasn't hypoglycemic. No, well, I mean, yes, it could be potentially diabetes if it got worse.
Diabetes.
But it hasn't gotten worse. It hasn't progressed any worse than, me just having low blood sugar on occasion.
Always
Yeah.
talk to your doctor before changing your diet.
Absolutely. 10 out of 10, 100%.
I always take the Greek approach, which is moderation in everything. So it's like if you do want a diet, and I've done a very successful diet in the past in college, luckily. So my last couple years of college, I was like best I could look. So, but yeah, it's all about just cut portions across the board. If you go out and you used to get like a long sandwich, like a large from Togo's, it's a very local chain. Like instead of getting the foot long from Subway, get a 6-inch. And things like that, if you usually get the large soda, get the medium or small. It's like it's those kind of simple things where just getting used to a better size proportion is everything.
And that's basically what I've been doing. Like, for instance, instead of like I like juice, I really like juice. I normally drink 100% juice, but even 100% juice still has a lot of sugar in it.
Yeah.
So I've been getting the juice with like less sugar and stuff like that. So as opposed to like it's got 10% sugar or 10 grams of sugar as opposed to like 30.
Oh yeah, I mean heck, even just pure form, some of those fruits can be full of different sugars. So.
Oh yeah.
Yeah. So that's the smart thing. The old brain teaser. Incorporate healthy. Oh yeah. So dieting food.
But also,
oh yeah. I'm sorry, we still have Todd Howard on screen. Let's get rid of him. Let's do a palate cleanse and find something cute and or attractive to put on screen.
Needle.
Yes.
Lots of Skybolt.
Let's see here. What's a good one? I have a whole.
Skybolt snuggling a porg.
Oh God, no. Oh, this is a good one. Here we go. Little Skeletor. That's adorable.
Ouch.
And then some toot. Oh my God, that was large. Okay, let's resize. I actually put this on the Facebook page and people seem to like it. Classic toot meme. There we go. And we'll work our way up through different horses. Yeah, it is hard staring at Todd. I'm sorry. I was looking at the chat. Too many lies. Those liars' eyes. Oh, we could put up the picture that was on the Library of Congress servers for some reason. That was pretty funny. I forget who first discovered that, but I saw that on like Facebook or something, and I'm like, yeah, that's a Library of Congress web address. Why is this on their servers? Where is this located? So that was fun. Skybolt Samurai Jack memes. If James were still here, I would do that for you, but it's
I'm not cool enough, guys.
Nah.
He didn't deny it.
No, but I thought you wouldn't like it. I mean, if you want the Samurai Jack, I got plenty of Samurai Jack.
I know you do. My toenail just ripped off. That hurt.
Okay.
Yeah, I don't know what just happened, but like I looked at my foot and my toenail just fell off. I'm dying, guys.
It kind of sounds that way.
No, I think I stubbed it the other day. Like I whacked it pretty hard. So I think if that's just like it broke off and finally fell off kind of thing.
Yeah, I did that to my my pinky toe a few weeks ago. So it was really messed up for quite a few days, but luckily it's fine now.
Soak it in Epsom salt. Isn't that what they did to like break Chinese babies' feet and make them really small? They soaked them in salt.
Damn. I know my mom used to take baths in that every once in a while just to chill, like a spa thing, but cheap.
Hashtag
Also-
sexy communist pony. Super chat.
Wait, what?
Super chat.
Oh, let me see. Hashtag sexy communist phony. Yes, she is. Yeah, I gotta say too, looking back at her original design, how much the bangs bother me now. It's like her little swirly do hair is so much more adorable than the creepy, equals assign bangs.
Scratchy.
Super chat again.
Bring back the plot. Hashtag 3 maple bucks for more plot. Okay, give me a second. Or you probably want the same plot. It's your horse.
I mean, if we want to start posting plot, like,
No, within YouTube's terms of service, of course.
see, when I do my like fanfic reading, unfortunately, that's going to have to be 18 plus.
Oh yeah. Well, I mean, I don't think YouTube will ban you for words as long as you're like a lot of racial.
No,
terms.
they won't ban me for words, but they will hardcore demonetize.
Oh, that's true. I forgot about that.
Hardcore.
Yeah. I don't know if they would take super chats though. They haven't started doing that yet, where they like confiscate or shut down super chats. Not that I want you to push the limit, but it is like that.
Actually,
Yeah.
I'll talk to Spike about it.
Yeah, because I mean that is a clever piece of thing to do, is to read bad and or sexy fanfics in your derpy voice. That's speaking as a producer. That's a very smart thing for you to do.
And then they did it. What did they do?
I don't get it. That's even better. That's adorable.
I don't get it. There's actually a fanfic. It's called My Immortal. I don't know if you've heard of it.
Is that the ridiculously large one? The Super Smash Brothers one?
No, that's the Harry Potter one.
Oh, I've heard of it, but explain it again.
Okay, so basically what it is it's somebody's OC insert of Harry Potter,
What?
and everybody's like goth. And so instead of like Harry being named Harry Potter, it's like his name is like Darkness Demon or something like that.
Oh my god.
And the chick's name, like the main character chick's name is Ebony Darkness Dementia Raven Way.
Jesus.
And she loves My Chemical Romance, and she's got long black hair with purple streaks running through it. It's literally like...
Is it written unironically? Like that's completely 100%?
I'm pretty sure it... At some point in time, it wasn't supposed to be ironic, and then eventually it just did. Because literally at the beginning of it, it's like, all of you prebs need to fuck off because you don't know good material. Thanks, Plix. And like, it's really poorly written.
Damn.
But there's literally this part where like the main chick's character and Draco Malfoy have sex.
Wow.
But they don't. She doesn't actually say like they have sex. They say he put his thingy in my thingy and we did it.
What is she, 7? What the fuck? Oh my gosh. Yeah, no, fanfiction is its own beautiful
I will literally read My Immortal in the derpy voice for money.
That's, I mean, yeah, do it. That's a good, it's gonna make a lot of money. Should be
I
enjoyable.
will literally read the derpy voice. Literally do it. And then I'll also read I'm Not Okay, I Promise.
Is that,
And I'm not
fanfic?
okay. Yeah. I'm Not Okay, I Promise is supposed to be like the My Little Pony version.
Oh my god.
And it's this chick, and she's supposed to be Twilight Sparkle's sister, but she fucking hates Twilight, and she's a goth and everything.
Wow.
And it goes really weird, and it only has pony characters at first, and then like all of a sudden Edward Cullen shows up, and I think Spider-Man at some point in time. It's really weird.
I just like I love the internet for things like this. This is just beautiful. So beautiful.
Monetizing bad fics for your yes.
Yeah, that's oh man. Yeah, it's good economy.
Yes, that is an excellent reason. This is why the internet was created, so that I could read shitty fan fictions and have you pay me for it.
This is the market in action, you guys.
Bye, Scratchy. I love you. I miss you, Scratchy.
Hashtag clickbait. I mean, if it works, that's all that matters.
So what I need to do is I need to get Lucas to draw a very suggestive picture of Needle Stitch, give it a very suggestive title, and then just have it be me reading bad fan fictions.
I mean, yeah.
There we go.
As long as the image appears for a certain amount of time in the video, then it's like you delivered, at least. It's only bad if they do something like that and then they don't put the thumbnail in the actual video for any reason. That's cheap.
That's clickbait.
Oh, so every popular YouTuber ever?
Enough people understand what clickbait is that it's like you can kind of understand. So.
Yep, take my caps.
Take all my caps. There you go.
I will take your caps and I will eat them.
You probably shouldn't do that.
You can't tell me what to do. I'm a ghoul. I'm dead. I can do whatever I want.
I mean, yeah, this caps still have to come out of you somehow, though.
No, they don't. They just fall right out of my stomach. There's a hole in there.
That's true. Yeah, we haven't done a full coverage of what pieces I actually had to put a lot of thought into that. It's like, okay, what actual parts of his body is the Ghoul Doctor missing going into the design?
Well, we can go ahead and we can talk about what parts of me are missing.
I mean, yeah, that sounds like another great money thing. Go for it. What pieces are missing? What pieces do you need to be filled in?
What piece? Let's see. Well, I'm definitely missing feathers. I think I have 2 left. Which is amazing, because they've lasted about 200 years, so that's amazing. I've got 2 little hairs left. I just lost one. It fell. It's very sad. I called that one Phyllis. Phyllis is now gone.
Phyllis.
Let's see. What else am I missing? I got a hole in my hoof.
Ouch.
Accidentally ran into a billboard. That was very sad. But it's okay. I'm okay. It didn't hurt. I have a hole in my ribs, which is probably where the caps will fall out. I don't have any teeth. I also don't have a tongue, so it's really impressive that I'm talking right now.
Technology does wonderful things.
What's technology?
Anyway. I don't know how to respond to that. It's everything, Derpy. It's your freaking the toyminals and everything that you use.
Well, that's what? I thought that was magic.
Oh my god.
So it's been fun, but I think I have to head off. So I'll talk to you guys later.
Thank you for joining us, Linux Pony.
Thanks for having me.
Yeah. Yeah, no, in the original commissioning of the ghoul of the Dr. Greenshift.
My brain didn't fall out. Only part of my brain fell out. There's a difference.
Crawl out through the fallout.
Crawling in my skin. These wounds, they cannot heal.
There you go. Yeah, so, I don't know. What do you think, chat? What else did you want to cover related to E3 or anything else going on these days?
Let's see. Is the Fallout Equestria survival guide actually finished, or will there come something in the future? I mean, it's not done because 3 of my chapters got corrupted.
Yeah. Oh, yeah, we have I think 6 chapters that are written and pending once Needle's computer cooperates. But yeah, and then after that, James and I each have, I think it's 6 each left to actually write.
Yeah.
So yeah, we're not done yet, but I mean, we have the general plan. That's the most important thing, is that we've had all the discussions laid out of what we're gonna do. So that should be good.
Yep. Sunburst Mom is hot.
There we go. Perfect.
I need a needle version of that for any somebody says something stupid.
There you go.
I'm just gonna put that at my desk.
Yeah, I mean, this Glim Glam, she's like become the show now. I mean, honestly, it's like even like I when I actually finally got around to watching the season 7 finale, like all the pillars of Equestria and stuff, that was all really solid. But the linchpin of it all was her referencing like, you know, that she was a villain and she could be saved. That was like the whole emotional linchpin of the episodes, and I'm like, damn, they really like. They just made her the better version of Twilight in every way.
Guys, please don't say that my mom is hot.
I don't think we meet Derby's mom, do we?
It says Needle's mom.
Oh. Needle's mom has got it going on. Nah.
I mean, my mom is definitely my mom. You can see, like, there's no denying I am her child.
Nice.
And it's kind of sad because sometimes I wish I wasn't. Womp womp. No, I'm kidding.
Nice. Oh, here's a meme I actually made. I didn't post it on Twitter, but I really wanted to. But here we go. Now we'll put it on YouTube. Starlight X Trixie OTP. Oh, yeah. Yeah, no, absolutely. Glim Glam and Trixie belong together. That's...
Brazzers.
It's too easy. It's way too easy.
Low hanging fruit.
No, there's no hanging fruit. That's the point.
Oh my god.
Oh, here we go. Okay. There's your. Oh my god, that was huge. I can't even resize this. Where'd it go? Where'd it go? Fuck, it's gone. Let's try another one. Okay, this one's a bit more manageable. There we go. There you go. Let's turn all this other shit off.
Doc Diamond, no, I was saying I needed a picture of the Glim Glam who looked like she was so done with everything with her coffee.
Glim Glam and Shim Shams.
That's what I was saying.
I still have all the other old art left on here too. There we go. Wait, no. There we go. Okay. Anyway, it's what else there's left to discuss? Battery's almost dead. Goodbye, Samuel Pierce. Thank you for joining us.
People are dying.
Good night or good morning. Yeah, it just depends on where you live. That's always our problem, is just dealing with time zones. We're actually lucky that at least Needle and I are in one time zone, so we can usually make things work.
Right. What are you doing at 7 p.m.? Work?
Wait, say again?
So what are you doing at 7 p.m.? Work? Okay. What are you doing at 7 p.m.? I mean, like 3 a.m. your time.
Yeah. Yeah, that's always...
Oh, you're sleeping? Yeah, that's okay.
I mean, I still remember the Christmas podcast, the Four Horses cast, like, you know, Four Founders cast, and that took, like, what, 2 weeks to organize, to find a time when both Kelly and James and us were free.
Right.
Yeah.
4 Founders. What? Am I a founder now?
I mean, it's close enough. It's,
okay.
you know.
That's fair. I'll accept close enough.
Yeah. You're like the, I'm trying to think of a good analogy. Can't think of one right now, though. But yeah, so,
I'm your Rainbow Dash. I said it's time to be awesome.
Oh, you don't want to use that reference with me. Rainbow Dash is like almost the worst pony. So,
I'm like Applejack. I said it's time to be honest.
There you go. Underappreciated and beloved.
Oh my god. So this one time, this dude started making homophobic comments, right?
Oh my god.
And I don't like this guy. I've never liked this guy. And he starts, like, talking shit, and a friend of mine is sitting right next to me, and she's seeing all this, and she goes, fuck this guy, this is not okay, you shouldn't be saying these fucking things, like, just, like, starts going off, right? And I was like, you should say something about it. Do something about it. Do it. Like, just egging her on, because
Nice.
I knew she was just gonna rip into this guy, right?
Nice.
I didn't want to do anything. I didn't want to be a part of it. I didn't want to say anything about it. I just let her, you do it. Dude tags me. You know I'm not homophobic. You can ask at Needlestitch.
Oh no.
Right? Drags me into it. And I'm like, dude, I don't like you. I am not Applejack in this case. I am not going to come to your aid.
Damn.
He goes, "Oh, come on, cut me a break. Fuck you."
Well, alrighty.
When there's a Grell in the room.
Yeah, the few girls at the Brony convention.
Me?
No, as soon as the How to Train Your Dragon trailer came out, there were so many interesting takes about that. I'm like, I've got to see this now. Like, I've always liked the How to Train Your Dragon movies, but it's like so many people started getting upset about like just the whole trailer in general. I'm like,
Dude, a bunch of people were pissed because because Toothless isn't gay. Like,
she's the last of his kind. That would be like problematic if you were.
right?
I mean,
It's like, oh, he should be gay, or he could, his species could die. Like,
yeah. I mean, even if you were gay, I mean, wouldn't you want to do it for the species? I mean, at least a couple times, pump and dump. Come on, guys, this is important.
He's a one pump chump.
I mean, I don't know. They're dragons. I don't know. I don't know what dragon.
So you looked deep into horse sex, but you didn't look anything into dragons. What the hell, Sky?
I did that for my job. Excuse me.
Sure.
Yeah, I went to a whole bunch of like IRL, like real equestrian, like actual people who have horses journals and read up about that. It was very informative. Because I had no idea how that worked either. I'm like, oh wait, so I guess they don't have like the periods thing? Okay. That's cool. It's lucky for them, I guess. This is why being a horse is better than being a human in literally every way.
Dude, humans are like one of the few critters that bleed. Not all critters bleed. Like, dogs do, but at the beginning of their estrus to kind of like have the male doggies be like, oh, look, smells. There's a vagina.
That's pretty sweet.
But, like, most other animals don't really bleed. Because it's a potential for a predator to find you.
Yeah, no shit. It's like, damn ape ancestors. Why'd you have to develop this, you sons of bitches? So, that's fun stuff. I probably won't exist in a few million years. Not that any of you will be around to see it.
15 hours of horse sex saved on his PC.
Oh my god.
Skybolt.
Oh my god, no.
Now everybody knows your secret, Sky.
That's not true. Hashtag research. Yes, there you go. Research.
Quote unquote
Unquote research. I'm not sure how many people are in the Jurassic Park general fandom, but I still love Jurassic Park.
Jurassic Park is a fandom?
Jurassic Park is a fandom. But, yeah, the Fallen Kingdom has divided people as well, where people aren't sure what to make of it.
Oh, did you guys hear about the Jurassic Alive? It's like Pokemon Go, but with dinos?
No. Do not want. Actually, right now, the Jurassic Park fandom has been very upset about Jurassic Park Evolution, which apparently really fucking sucks. It's like the new game or whatever, and everyone hates it. At least the shit posting boards hate it. So
But they're shit posting boards. Nobody cares.
So, yeah. So I'm waiting to see what happens. I was actually very nonplussed by the teaser trailer. It looked really dumb. I'm like, so what, the whole point is they're just going to the island to save them from fucking Mount Sibo? Like, that's lame. It's too much like The Lost World, and B, it's like, I don't know. I never liked the general feel of the new Lost Jurassic World movie. It's kind of weird. Like, it's not, I don't know. It's not like 90s enough, I guess. It's
because Skybolt doesn't like it, it means it's bad.
It does, yeah, because like all the amusement park rides have that generic like postmodern like aesthetic to it, which pisses me off. You know what still looks like Jurassic Park? Fucking the Grand Canyon. All the like outdoor buildings at the Grand Canyon like God damn it, Hoover Dam. All the Hoover Dam like visitor center buildings all have that like 80s and 90s like desert aesthetic look. Looks so freaking awesome. Love it.
Skybolt is an Arizonian at heart?
No, I don't know. I respect the West.
Respect
West.
Respect. What?
So. Yeah, so Fallen Kingdom. So I hope it's all right. I've heard good things about the soundtrack.
Oh my god! So my friend Ardiel just sent me that image right there.
Yeah, the E.
But no, hold on. It was Prince Charming.
Oh Jesus!
With Jacksepticeye's face.
This meme came out of like nowhere. Like I actually went to the Know Your Meme article because I'm like, what the f did this come from? And I guess the Markiplier Farquaad thing was up like 3 years ago on some random board, and then when the whole fried meme started becoming a thing, someone took that and then they put it on frickin' Zuckerberg's head when he was at Congress, and it's like now E. And then there was the article about like, why are millennial memes so weird, or millennial humor so weird? Yeah, it's this is the highest form of comedy, don't you? And no one can argue this. This is the perfect meme. And then I saw someone too. It's like it was the I bet in the future we'll have like jetpacks meme, but it was like 2011 memes and rage guy faces and like the yes kid, and then 2018 memes, and it's this fucking E. E. I mean, all I can picture now is damn Markiplier as Farquaad, and I laugh my ass off every time I think of that movie.
All right, I gotta send you that image.
Yes,
let me
please do. Just Markiplier in general is a really like.
It's so
character.
stupid. I pulled out my phone during work, right? And I'm sitting there and I'm looking at it and I'm like, what the fuck? And it says D.
D.
Hold on.
Oh, also, I haven't seen the new like mid-season finale yet, which I'm so behind on this shit. But apparently, like, there's like a bad, like they all turn evil or something, and now everyone likes Dark Twilight. And also, Chrysalis is back, which is great. I always love Chrysalis being back.
Where
is it?
Where is it? I just downloaded it, so oh, there it is. There you go.
Okay. Okay, here we go. Just open the fucking image.
Is it not opening the image?
Show in folder. Give me a second. It's one of these large JPEGs, which I don't know.
What? I just downloaded it from Discord.
Discord. Oh, I see it. Okay, here we go. D. Millennial humor is weird, man. Fuck this.
See?
Word disease.
It's the best. You gotta put Markiplier up right next to it.
Yes. Who is that, though? Is that Vsauce, Michael?
That's Jacksepticeye.
I don't know who that is.
You don't know who Jacksepticeye is?
I don't think so.
Oh my god. He's the Irish dude. Top of the morning to you, laddies. My name is Jacksepticeye.
What's he do?
He plays video games like Markiplier.
Oh, okay. Yeah, I don't follow that stuff enough. I just I did like Markiplier. I watched Markiplier's the Five Nights at Freddy's videos and like a few other things. So I like, but I generally don't watch the video game like commenter type people. So unless it's a game I want to check out, or if it's a game where I want to get like enough backstory. Like surprisingly, I know he's a living meme himself, but frickin' MatPat from Game Theory, he actually did a really fascinating video about Bendy and the Ink Machine, and about how like Bendy isn't supposed to be about Disney at all, but about Fleischer Animation Studios. And I thought that was really it was actually a really in-depth, like a good theory. He actually made a good video. So,
Wow.
Yeah. It was surprising.
Don't shade.
I mean, I don't know. Maybe it's just the way it's edited or like his voice and the kind of comedy. It's just such a weird, it's a weird comedy style with those videos.
And yet you're the one laughing at a D.
Well, yeah, because this is actual comedy. This is much funnier than Pat. It's something about the face. Like, I get that, like, that one picture they took of him at the convention. It's funny, but it's like just using that and manipulating that for all the animation. It gets cringy over time. I don't know. Yeah, so, the podcast is completely devolved now. What's I don't know, what else is everyone interested in? What else rustled people's jimmies about E3?
Hello, darkness, my old friend.
We have Doc Diamond in the chat, like, I don't really like to know what you do with your morning glory. Squeezes testicles, top of the morning, lads. Top of the morning to you, Bong Stan.
What Jacksepticeye does. Top of the morning to you, ladies. My name is Jackson. It's like this really loud and screechy. It's very crazy.
Okay, that's fun. Good for him.
Good for you.
Oh, here we go. This is a cute one. Glim Glam in the Jam Jams. Will there be any more Discord podcasts? Yes. No. Like I said, I want to do something just like that for this No Clip documentary because I haven't seen it yet, and I'm gonna hold off on seeing it until we can do something just like we did on Monday. That'd be a lot of fun. So I don't know when we could do that. We might. I mean, we could possibly do it tomorrow if you guys really want to. I
was gonna do the thing though.
Oh yeah, that's right. You're doing that. Okay, so yeah, we could do it later on.
Don't step on my toes, Skybolt. I never get to do anything anymore.
I mean, we're not stopping you. I'm sorry that you have work schedule. We all go through that too. Like, just a crazy work season.
I'm just so tired.
Yeah. I mean, that's really one of the things that threw the podcast into such disarray is, we had the conventions that, like, you know, made things crazy, and also planning, and, like, James getting Untypical done, and also getting Awake out there, and then me finally, thank God in heaven, finishing Confession 7 script. That was killing me. Literally killing me.
Yeah, when it comes to cons, you can guarantee you're never going to be able to find me.
That's like a 15-month process. So, make it super duper clickbait. Oh, she will. I'm sure of it. It'll be great.
Oh yeah, I'm going to make it very clickbait. Like, legit, as soon as Lucas gets home, which is in, like, 5 minutes, and be like, do this thing, make it lewd, but not so lewd, just make it incredibly suggestive, clickbaity bullshit.
Yeah, just don't, I mean, you know, you can make it fairly lewd without getting banned on YouTube. It's just, you know, there's the certain important things you don't put in there, and you do whatever you want. Let's see here.
Just cover, oh my god, like the booby mouse pads, but like with yarn balls.
I mean, yeah, he could easily get away with those if you're talking to Ardiel versus Lucas. But yeah.
See, I was gonna. I
just
would
don't
have
put
Ardiel
nipples. That's all it comes down to. Just don't put nipples.
Dude, actually, at cons, like the bubbles were too much. Apparently.
Well, I mean, that's Everfree. Everfree's
no
always been
Fuda Stitch. Period. Needles is not a Fuda.
Fuda Stitch. Yes. There you go.
No Fuda Stitch.
I mean,
that is my one thing.
If you want real clickbait, that's gonna do it.
This is my one thing I say no.
Gotta add a dick. Or strap on.
No.
That splits the difference.
She doesn't need a dick. I'm all about chicks with dicks, but not on my horse.
You double fun, though.
Skyball's just like,
I'm just going for whatever's get most clicks, and for some reason, Fuda is huge because every time I go on any other website, it's like, why? Every time, there's always a dick.
Every time.
I cry every time.
Oh my god, there's 2 chaoses in the chat. It's gonna be Battle of the Chaos.
Oh god. Give me one quick second. I think my air shut off. What the hell?
It's been a quick second. Guys, he's gone. I'm the captain now.
California's in like we're already in triple digit season, so it's like everything's hot. And now they're trying to threaten us with these like water crap too. So I don't know what's going to become of that. I even have a friend who works for the state, and he's like, "Man, they haven't told us fucking anything." So anyway, oh sweet, we have a lots of fun people in the chat.
Hi, fun people. I don't know. What do you guys want to talk about?
Yeah.
Maybe you can throw me a bad fan fiction.
I expected more E3 talk, but James had to go, so.
Yeah, Vermont's gone. Rip.
I wanted to hear him. I felt like he'd have very strong opinions on what's been revealed of Cyberpunk so far. Yeah. So, any other good movies coming out? There's
Hereditary.
Yeah, I've heard of that. I've heard it's like kind of like there's like demons and there's like a decapitated child and stuff.
Let's see.
With someone suggesting a German fan fiction. I mean,
a German fan fiction. Do you know how long it's been since I've actually had a like legitimately German conversation? It's been a long time.
Yeah.
My German is so bad now.
I think Captain Chaos is song requesting me. Almost heaven, West Virginia, Blue Ridge Mountains. There you go. That's
Blue Ridge Mountains.
I mean, yeah, that's what the Blue Ridge Hospital at the end of the Ice Bear. That's what that was, intended to be, is like Appalachian, where they had to fly to, something just hidden, far away from any big city centers. Hashtag free Murdoch. Oh yeah, Murdoch went to jail in Gorillaz, and now they've got, like, literally unironically, they've got what's his name from Powderpuff Girls. I thought that was really funny. Damn it, what is his name now? German Stitch. Anyway, yeah, it's the green leader guy from Powerpuff Girls. This is
you mean Dutch?
What?
Needledeutsch?
Needledeutsch? What's needle in German?
I don't know.
I don't either.
What's needle in German? Does anybody know? I'm pretty sure maybe Chaos knows.
I wish I had a chance to learn that more from my dad and stuff, but the opportunity never came up. And then in school, it's learn Spanish because California. So, my brother got to learn German growing up.
Nadel?
That's cool.
Nadel?
Is it that easy? Yeah. Nadeldeutsch.
Is it really Nadel?
It could be. I mean, English is a Germanic language. It's just it's just gotten DP'd from all sides by several other languages.
Got nerfed. I'm sorry. I called you German. I didn't mean to. I'm sorry, Chaos.
I mean, it's like Swamp German. It's similar.
German?
There's like a spectrum from German to, British, and Netherlands is right in the middle.
I'm original German, not Nazi. I mean, aren't they also technically originally German? They wanted to keep it OG German. Oh man, Nazis are assholes. Guys, whenever you can, go punch a Nazi.
America.
It's good. It's just like, whap whap. See, I don't know exactly all that I am. I know that I'm part Native American. I know that I'm...
Wait. What part? Everyone always says that in the U.S., and it's always like...
Cheyenne, I think it's an 8th.
Okay. That's within the threshold of, like, at least at least it's something. I
have to ask my grandma again. My grandma knows for sure. I don't remember.
That's it's like a bad joke in American social context.
Where everybody's like
every white person is one infinitesimal section Native American.
84th Cherokee.
And it's sad. It is really sad. It's like, come on. Talk
it's
about
because your great grandfather probably raped a Cherokee woman. Like,
damn. I wasn't even implying that. I was implying that's like, be happy of the what, 15% you're Scottish. That's great. Go to Scotland, go see Edinburgh Castle and stuff like that. It's like that's perfectly fine to be happy with. You don't have to dig down in your genes for something that's vaguely ethnic. It's like we're all ethnic, different ways.
You can't say ethnic, that's racist.
I'm sure it is. That's where the Avenue Q song comes in handy. That's the everyone's a little bit racist. That's great.
The dude who plays oh god, what's his name? The really short dude, Gary Coleman. He's played by a white guy.
Adorable.
Played by a white guy.
Wait, what?
Oh yeah, in one of the Avenue Qs that I saw, Gary Coleman was played by a white guy.
Oh, that's funny.
Like blonde hair, blue-eyed, super gay, white guy.
Funny. Yeah, it happens. I mean, I remember an advertisement for a local production of what was it? The Aladdin, and it's like the main guy. He looks, Arabic enough, and then it was just like Chinese woman. Just straight up, she was Chinese. She's like, I'm like, did they just borrow her from a Mulan production? But it's
my god, Sky.
It's like, that's local theater. It's fine. It's fine if it goes both ways. That's the point. Either keep it traditional on both sides, or open it up on both sides. It don't matter.
This guy's a little bit racist, guys.
Everyone's a little bit racist.
I'm not.
I'm sure you are, though.
I'm not. Though I did have a customer make a racist comment that kind of caught me off guard.
Oh, yeah?
Yeah. It was... like when you're having a pleasant conversation with somebody and they say something that just makes you go, wait, what?
Uh-huh.
Dusty Cat is here!
Oh, my God.
Hi, honey, how are you?
Hashtag it's fine.
No, okay, so, I had this lady call in, right? And she needed a little bit of help with her payments, so I was helping her out. And, kind of coming up with a plan for her to be able to make her payments. I said, oh, okay, so it sounds like you got a new job. Where are you working now? Just out of curiosity. And she's like, oh, I'm working at this Cocoa beauty place. And I'm like, oh, that's really cool. Do you get, free makeup and stuff, just out of curiosity? And she's just like, no, I don't, because the owners are Asian and they don't do free.
Oh, no.
And I'm just like,
oh, no.
What? I just stopped talking and just, oh.
We have in the chat, Fallout Equestria degeneration. Yeah, that was another thing that wrestled some jimmies from the show. That was interesting.
It's like when you're going to ask somebody for help and you're over the phone and you can't tell what ethnicity they are, you probably shouldn't make mildly racist comments.
Yeah. The story of a ghoul slipping down into feral madness. Actually sounds interesting. Yeah.
I'll do it.
Yeah, that would be the funniest way to end all your streams, is she just goes feral and then the stream ends. $70. Yeah, there you go. Oh, yeah, are we at that? We probably are at that. Thank you, guys.
Oh, are we at 70? Oh, man, we're going to beat Skybolt.
I mean, we're halfway there. If we, keep the thing going.
Dusty, I miss you, friend.
Tell us more work stories, Chaotic Babies. Request.
Oh, more work stories? Okay, let's see. Okay, I had one guy who was like, I'm not going to make my payment until you figure this out. And I was like, okay, well, you're being reviewed for repossession. So you can either make a payment or we can take the car back.
Yeah.
I'm make a decision after I've decided whether or not you're charging me fraudulent fees.
Dang.
Okay. Have a nice day.
Yeah.
You can expect a call back from me in a week.
Did we miss a super chat? Oh, no. Sketchy Rivet. Hashtag everyone's a little bit racist. Yes. Thank you. Thank you so much. Two more Eagle Bucks.
2 more Eagle Bucks. That's because Skybolt's a jerk and he's not paying attention to the super chat.
I am trying. I'm following the conversation going on as much as I can.
Okay, let's see. What else? Oh, I had another guy. I talked to a guy. He was asking me about if I knew about a specific barbershop in Portland. I was like, oh, yeah, I've heard of that. He goes, oh, he's my sponsor. You know, like when you're going through rehab, you have like a sponsor who helps you through like the 12 steps and stuff. Oh yeah, that's really cool. Yeah, like this. Yeah. He owns it, and he used to be a prostitute and a drug dealer. Oh.
Wait, what?
Yeah, pretty much my reaction. Oh.
That's cool.
That's pretty much what it is. I was like, that's cool. Good for him for, straightening his life out. That's good. Like, what the fuck else do you say?
I don't know. That's like, yeah. That's great. I'm happy for him. Hope he had fun.
Right? Like, this guy, he came onto the phone and was like, yeah, I used to do hardcore heroin, but I'm getting clean now. I was like, I'm proud of you. I'm glad that you were able to admit that you have a problem and that you can, get yourself fixed. Good job. Just, what else do you say to that?
I don't know. Time for some Sparkle Cola Cherry Max. That does sound good, actually. Some cherry coke. Whenever I want a cherry soda, I always go for the 7-Up. That's good. Cherry 7-Up. It's all about them Shirley Temples. Confessions of a Debt Collector. Yeah.
I'll do it. Confessions of a Debt Collector. I'll sit there and I'll tell you about my day. Oh, okay, I got another story for you. This one sounds like something out of a fucking, like, FBI fic, like a crime investigation type deal. Dude's car gets repossessed, right? And turns out it doesn't actually get repossessed. It gets taken by the cops because he's being investigated for being part of the cartel or something like that. And so when they have the car in like this pen area that's only kept together with a chain link fence. That's it. Mm-hmm. And it's being investigated by like the FBI. Like, this is a big deal. It's a federal thing going on. And the next day after his car gets impounded, he cuts through the chain link fence and takes the car back. And disappears with the car.
Wow.
Right?
I mean, that's pretty committed. Yeah.
Right? Like, that, like, a coworker of mine was telling me this story, and I was like, this sounds like bullshit. Like, this sounds like absolute, you're pulling my leg here, friend. And he goes, no, come look at the notes. And I'm looking through the notes, and there's a bunch of police reports and everything, like, of like, this thing that actually happened. I'm like, oh my god. Another story, one of my coworkers told me, this didn't happen to me. Lady was having trouble making her payments. So, she asks for some assistance, which we're more than happy to give. We can go ahead and help her in whatever way that we can. And she says, here's what I have going on. My daughter got shot. We're waiting on the California victims compensation or whatever, which is a legitimate thing.
Oh, yeah?
It's a real thing. Yeah. We're waiting on our California victims compensation to come through. That way we can make our payments. And I'm like, I was just like, wow, that's crazy. And he's like, yeah, and I felt so bad that she got shot. Like, this poor girl, right? And I'm like, yeah. And he's just like, and then a couple of weeks later, after I gave her assistance, she fell behind again and got repossessed. And I'm looking through the notes, and it turns out that the mother and daughter haven't talked for over 3 years. And she was just giving me a bullshit story. So either her daughter really got shot, and she's a horrible mother, or she just was telling me bullshit, and then I feel bad because I was helping her, and I'm like, oh.
Wow.
Like, that was an interesting story. Let's see, another interesting story. Oh, I dealt with a Disney star.
Oh, really?
Yep.
Anyone noteworthy?
Huh?
Anyone noteworthy?
Oh, yeah. Like, if you grew up in the early 2000s, you know exactly who this person is. And if you, like, watch Disney Channel and stuff, and watch, like, the type of stuff that was going on with, like, Wizards of Waverly Place, Sweet Life of Zack and Cody, those kinds of things.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah, if you were watching Disney Channel in that time, you know this person.
Oh.
So,
it's not fucking Shia LaBeouf, is it?
It's not Shia LaBeouf.
Oh, man.
It's not Shia LaBeouf.
Has someone done a wellness check on him lately?
Call the LAPD.
Because for some reason he decided to put up his season 6 of He Will Not Divide Us in fucking Poland, of all countries. It's like, bro, you're barking up the wrong tree there. Someone's already put a Pepe sticker on the lens.
Oh my god.
Zach and Cody. What if it's only one of them? It's only Zach, but not Cody. Cody's like the bad one. Get Fallout IRL started. That's what I was hoping for last year, man. That would have been sweet.
It was Cody.
It was Cody?
It was Cody.
Wow. Did he sound... Oh, well, obviously he didn't sound the same, but, like, I don't know. What do you, like, expect versus what it was?
And I mean, their voice didn't really change much. They were in Sweet... Whatever the one with they were on a cruise. And they were like... So, they sound pretty much the same from there.
I always thought it'd be surreal to actually see, like, Justin Bieber in person. Because he had, like, this explosive start, and then, like, this really weird, like, kind of classical celebrity-esque fall from grace. And I think since then, I don't think I've ever heard anything else about him since the, like, last time he drove drunk in Florida.
Oh my god. He's got, like, a weird haircut going now. Like, I thought last time I saw a picture of him, I thought he was a chick.
And
I was
he's
just
also
like, who is this? And why do I care? Oh, that's Biebs. What?
Yeah, and he's also, like, covered in tattoos, which is fine, but it's like, I didn't recognize him from, when he was, like, 16 out there with Usher or whatever, so...
Are you saying you got an issue with somebody with tattoos?
No. Only
You're
if they're...
talking to me. I have a tattoo. Dusty has tattoos. Dusty has very nice tattoos.
He does, and that's really the only problem, is when people get, like, poorly planned tattoos, or, like, you can tell they're just getting a tattoo because they need to cover their body, and it's like, come on, man. It's like, at least...
my cat's snuggling me.
Have meaning to it. Have something, a neat story behind it at the very least. We have Sketchy Rivet with five more Eagle Bucks. Thank you. I wish everyone a good night. It is 2:17 in, oh yeah, East Coast. Fantastic. Have a good night. Thank you for everything, contributions. Yeah, the internet historian has been cataloging He Will Not Divide Us so splendidly. He's one of my favorite YouTubers now. I love that guy, especially his coverage of freaking Pools Closed. Some of those old, like, kind of classic, like, Channy memes. Those were great. And also he had great coverage on the rainforest in damn Seattle, because I actually didn't know, like, okay, what exactly happened? How come...
Wait, Shia went to rainforest?
No. The same guy who covered the Shia stuff also covered rainforest. He's he Hide the Pain Herald meme as his avatar, but he's called the Internet Historian, and he does a decent job as an Internet Historian.
Hide the Pain Herald?
Yeah, that like what did he turn out being? I think he was like a Spanish guy or something, and he did a lot of like generic like stock photos, and people fell in love with it because he has this really weird expression on his like face when he does them.
He just looks so confused.
Yeah, let me find it now. It was good to Hide the Pain Herald. Yeah, the classic is him with the computer. Here we go. It's like the way his eyebrows rest. It's like this like kind of look of like he's hiding the pain. It's concealing suffering.
I'm not snuggling you. Dusty wishes he were snuggling me.
Yeah, actually, the rainbow dash or tail or whatever it is, the big rainbow on his arm. That's one of the best. I'm not sure who his like artist was, but like the colors on that really pop so well. That's a really solid tattoo.
We're talking smack about you, hon. Talk about all your tattoos.
No, Dusty's tattoos are great.
They are. They're the best.
He also pulls off the handlebar mustache better than most. That's a really tricky thing to get down. If you're not like the Hulkster, so, those kind of people. I've taken a few attempts at facial hair. Most of them end up nah. So I stick with the clean shaven and then my
Duck diamonds. Like I have a nice
thoughts.
green apple here. It's named Granny Smith. Did you know that all of the Apple characters are named after actual Apple things? Like Big Mac,
Oh my
Macintosh Apple,
God. Oh my God.
Apple Bloom. That's what happens before an apple is made, friends. Granny Smith is a type of apple. Apple fritter, apple bumpkin, apple pie.
I thought you could yeah, you could almost do a whole bit like the shrimp guy in Bubba Gums. Yeah, that's
I got apple pies, and I got apple fritters, apple tarts, apple bumpkins, apple cakes, apple fried apple upside down cake, apple brown Betty.
I always want to try Brown Betty. That's like cinnamon, right? It's like a cinnamon apple bake.
I'll have to make you some.
That would be great. Dusty in the chat with, have you seen the rain boom on your chest? No, I haven't. That actually sounds interesting.
Isn't there like, somebody did like I think a picture of it.
I'll have to find that.
It's like somebody took a bunch of pictures of bronies at BronyCon, I think it was. And he was in one of them with all of his tattoos.
What we need to do is get like a detachable shirt and like rip it off, and then have someone start playing the Living Tombstone Nuka Boom like song. That's one of his older ones. Right as soon as it happens, that'd be perfect. Be very Chippendales.
Apple Stitch.
Stitch.
What?
Oh yeah, that's the whole point. Dusty is manly. So yeah, no, yeah, that's the one drawback with the Apple thing is like I wouldn't want to work on a farm ideally. I like my inside life. I have very specialized traits. I'm good at what I do.
I have specialized.
Yeah, hyper specialized.
I have a set of skills, very special set of skills.
Very specific set of skills. Yeah, so that's been fun.
You guys got to start loading me up with fanfic ideas, man. Like,
yeah, that's another thing.
Start sending me whatchamacallits, links on Discord. Like, just send them into my DMs, and I'll read them tomorrow.
I remember a long time ago there was discussion. I don't think it was even Stable Tech. Might have been. Oh no, it was Stable Tech. We were going to look for a fanfic that has Hank Hill and Twilight. We weren't sure if one existed or if we had to write one, but we thought that'd be really funny, and using Tyler as Hank Hill and then I Am Shadow as Twilight to read it. But if we could find one of those, we could definitely do that. I'll do my. I'd have to practice it. I'd try to do my best Hank Hill.
I've managed to mildly get down a Scootaloo voice.
Nice.
Figured that out at BabsCon. Read Bubbles. What's Read Bubbles?
Dusty just dropped a derpy Boru number.
Oh, Read Bubbles.
I wonder what's that going to lead to, Dusty? Are you leading us astray?
I don't know. Tell me what it is and send it to me. I guess I could read Bubbles.
761-700. Oh my God, Dix. No.
Oh my God, Dix.
Oh no, it's the Rain Boom. Oh, nice. Yeah, that looks great. Yeah, very bright colors. That's tricky to do with certain Well, I guess it depends on what style art that you're getting, but yeah, no, that looks really solid. Props to your artist.
Is the meme stream just on Discord? Like NSFW at thank you work, thank you Dusty, I love night shift. What? I can read Bubbles. I'll go ahead and I'll queue that one up. I'll read Bubbles.
Yeah, I've heard Bubbles come up a lot. Like, what is the plot of the fanfic? Why is it like a quintessential derpy fanfic?
If I remember right, it kind of explains how she gets her... It's been a long time since I've read it. It explains how she gets her cutie mark, and her mom just kind of gets tired of her one day and leaves her by a tree with a bunch of bubbles.
Oh, that's right. Yeah, the Dawn Somewhere guys, they kind of like took a swing at that. Yeah, what the heck? She just leaves her on the side of the road? What the hell?
Yeah, pretty much.
That's awful.
It's actually a pretty short one, I think. I can go ahead and I can even do it right now.
It's been a long time since I've actually just read through like new fanfics as they come up, but I remember early on after, yeah, I had to read Cupcakes just because it was the meme at the time, but it's like then quite a few people actually wrote like add-on fics to Cupcakes to try to make them more like unironic like horror stories or like flesh them out, and some of them were actually pretty good, and people did a recording of them that I listened to, so I forget what that was though. It's in my my very old playlist that had horse fanfics. Let me see if I...
Oh yeah, it's only 1,000 words. I could do this.
Oh yeah, that's not long at all. 1,000 words, that's like maybe 5-10 minutes.
Alright, you guys want me to do this now?
Oh my god, yes. Go for it.
Okay. Autumn in Ponyville is a very special time of year. And not only in Ponyville, in all of Equestria, fall is...
Here, I'll find a good picture to put on screen.
Yeah, put a cute picture on there with bubbles.
Damn it.
Like jerky playing bubbles.
R34 immediately. Let's go past that. Where are we?
In all of Equestria, fall is felt as a time of the muse. As if nature whispers to Pony, is it not the time to gather stones together? Look back. Think about what happened in your life. Discussions in small cafes are becoming quieter and more reserved and more cozy, but more in cozy living rooms, longer and more trusting. Young ponies are wandering around. Fuck you, stop messaging me. Younger people are like, I'm going to put myself on airplane mode real quick so that people can't fucking send me messages while I'm trying to do this because it's distracting.
Yep.
Young ponies are wandering around all the gardens and alleys, kicking up fallen leaves. Old ponies complain that this time of autumn is abnormally cold, so the apple family certainly will lose their late harvest, though this prediction never came true since Granny Smith was a little full. It's late and I'm reading something. Ladies rush to Rarity for scarves and hats, colorful and bright and just right to scare away the dark grayness of autumn days. And absolutely every pony, even tireless Pinkie Pie, in between singing songs of autumns and compilation banquet. That's why I'm like, wait a minute, that's not the right word for that. Compilation banquets of fallen leaves. Bouquets! That's bouquet! Compilation bouquets of fallen leaves. Derpy is sleepy. In secret form, every pony goes somewhere where they can be alone and indulge in the pleasant autumn sadness. Derpy was lying on the shore watching... Maybe I should say I. Should I say I?
Yeah.
I was laying on the shore and watched the autumn leaves fall into the water on the surface. It was difficult for a gray Pegasus to trace the trajectory of the fallen leaves, so Maybe I shouldn't read this in first person.
Okay.
So she had to constantly turn her head so as not to lose sight of them. Oh, Derpy, I do not know why you are here. I did not want to interfere. Oh, I did not know you were here. I did not want to interfere. I'll come back later. Derpy turned to the voice and saw Fluttershy shyly gazing down. Hey! Derpy knew Fluttershy quite well. So she knew the yellow-pink Pegasus wouldn't say evil words or rough words. She smiled widely. The leaves are falling, Fluttershy. They're beautiful. The conversation was already struck up, and the yellow-pink Pegasus felt uncomfortable to go away.
What?
What? Especially to go away from Derpy. Cat, stop it! Go away! Stop trying to love on me.
Go away.
They are really beautiful, Flatty.
What?
They are really beautiful, Flatty said, slowly going up to the lake. Derpy looked at Fluttershy. Who the fuck calls her Flatty? Derpy looked at Fluttershy. Derpy looked at Fluttershy, and for the first time ever, she wanted to tell about herself. She wanted to tell lots and lots of things. To tell that when she was a child, she did not have any friends. Not because children hated her, except perhaps the trio of absolutely desperate hooligans. Just... that is a gun. Just because of the Falls, it was... Just because for the Falls, it was not very interesting and a little scary to spend time with such a specific Pegasus. To tell her about how she came home from school after flying courses, and her dad always looked at her with a kind of sadness, breaking through the tenderness with his hoof affectionately ruffling her mane, and gave her a big sweet apple from the basket, saying, "Don't be offended, Princess, but Daddy must go work very hard." And Daddy must work hard. And went into his room to the drawings. He was an architect. Derpy was not offended. She sat on the sofa in her father's room, quietly munching on an apple and watching him work. Sometimes, when her father was in a good mood, he sang to her and told her stories while doing his work. In most moments, Derpy felt indescribably happy. Most often, Dad told her about the incredible adventures of Princess Celestia and what she had experienced and saw in her countless journeys. And the little filly was staring at him with huge eyes, sometimes even forgetting to chew her delicious apple. And the whole heart was worried for their beautiful princess. It was not written very, very well. Some of these are kind of fucked up. When Dad was not in the right mood for telling stories, the little filly, having finished her apple, came to this lake, this place. She looked at the water surface. That's not how you spell especially. She especially liked to come to the lake in the autumn when the leaves were falling on the surface of the lake and swam like little boats. Sometimes she was flying over the lake and touching the water with her hooves and laughing happily. But one day her dad, having met her back from school, did not apologize and go to his room, as he always did, but stayed with his beloved daughter. "Princess," he said, smiling in response to the smile of the foal, "I got a very special thing." "Oh, a cupcake, right?" Jumping for joy, laughed Derpy. "No, dear, not a cupcake. Bubbles." With these words, Dad withdrew from a small cabinet a bottle of soapy water, and a tube packed in a special bag. "Dad, you cheated! There are no bubbles!" exclaimed Derpy.
And after checking, no, Dad, there really are none of them. On the same day, her dad took his princess... On the same day, her dad...
Needle judges fanfics.
This is pretty much what I'd be doing tomorrow.
Yeah. That's good stuff.
Just the little sounds that I make. Oh. Yeah, pretty much. On that same day, her dad took his little princess to the lake and taught to blow bubbles. Probably not the only thing she was taught to blow.
Hey, gotta make money somehow.
But of course, it did not happen. But she was trying very, very hard. Beautiful, multicolored bubbles soared into the sky, giggity. And slowly circling, sank into the water surface. Derpy laughed heartily, as only fools can laugh. And with her, her father laughed. Laughed as only parents can laugh, after seeing the appearance of the cutie mark of their children. "Oh!" shouted Derpy, seeing a colorful picture on her rump. "This is a cutie mark, right, Dad? My cutie mark, Dad?" "Yes, Princess. It is yours, cutie mark." "Yours, cutie mark. It is yours, cutie mark. The most beautiful in the world." Oh, what does it mean, Dad?" "I'll do the bubble." "I'll do the bubbles? You'll give happiness, my dear." Derpy wanted to ask her dad why he was crying and laughing at the same time, and if she did something wrong, as it often happened in school. But he did not give her anything to say. He hugged her close to him, and that evening Derpy was the happiest pony in all of Equestria. Derpy was overwhelmed with her memories, and she wanted to share all of this with Fluttershy, with sweet, kind Fluttershy. She wanted to explain why it was so important that she came to the lake and looked at the leaves, why she loved sweet apples, and why bubbles bring joy. But Derpy simply did not know how to start. It was so sad that her eyes filled with tears, and she could whisper, "Bubbles, bubbles, Fluttershy, they are beautiful." I know, Derpy. They are very, very beautiful," said the yellow-pink Pegasus, and hugged her friend. Derpy cried, burying her face into Fluttershy's mane, but it was not like a crying pain. She cried in relief of knowing that Flatty's kind, sweet Flatty understood her without words. Flatty? What the fuck? They stood at the lake till darkness.
Like flat-chested?
They stood at the lake till darkness, leaving the leaves falling on the water, and thought each of hers. Her thought about the bubbles and how happy her dad was returning home from school. Quite a bit about cupcakes, and Fluttershy thought that tomorrow she would come to the lake again and not be empty-hoofed. Tomorrow she will bring a bottle of soapy water, a bubble, and tubes, and they will blow bubbles and laugh. Laugh because the bubbles are beautiful. We edit out loose comments. You know, this is literally how I record. I will go through and I'll be like, "Wait, what?"
I think it's better this way.
How about I'll leave all of those little wait, what?
Hey, if you guys want to go with something we both could read too, if that's a thing, I can do voices.
I'll post a link to the sad bubbles.
If there's a different version, does it get more sad?
This isn't sad bubbles. I'm pretty sure this is the sad one. Let me see. Oh, I was like, why is this not working? Because I'm fucking offline. Because I put on my, Everyone knows it's Derpy, that's me! Can't wait for Dusty Cat's blooper reel. I removed... I have all of the original stuff. So if Dusty gives permission, I will release the Who Wrote This.
Oh my gosh.
Oh, here's the one. This is just pictures. What the fuck, Sithisto? Fuck you.
Yeah, Sithisto, he always does shit like that.
Oh, here it is. Hold on. No! Dusty's like, don't release my bloopers! Oh, okay, here's the other one.
That sounds promising.
This one's a lot longer, though. Okay, ready? Ready for the shit?
Do it.
You ready for the feels? One of my favorite things to do is helping Mommy. Mommy is always running around the house and doing all kinds of things. And the house is really big, and there's all kinds of stuff inside, so I get to help a lot. Right now, I want to help make muffins because they're my favorite. She even knows where the flour is. It's in one of the big cabinets in the worm room kitchen. Fuck. But she tries. I'll be right back. I'm gonna go get some juice real quick.
Do it. All right. Better be enjoying this chat.
I need juice.
Okay. Oh man, it's awful. There is a lot of potential for content here. You give us whatever you want us to read, and we'll read some funny stuff. So let's see here. All
right, I got my juice.
Juice. Put some gin in that. There you go.
I got my juice. Okay. Put some gin in that. No, it's literally just grape juice.
Play the video I tagged you in. I'm not sure if I saw that. What video was that?
While she's gone. I mean, I'm back now, so. What is the weirdest video recommendation you got on YouTube? You mean just like something that no pissing off the owner of EAST Corp? I mean, technically, all of us are the owners. We've all heard that. We've all heard it.
Wait, what? Heard what now?
Oh, we've all heard Who Wrote This.
Oh, yeah, Who Wrote This? Yeah.
Yeah, all four of us have already heard Who Wrote This. Vermont Lid was literally like, I did.
Yeah, it's funny because it's not me, so I don't care.
It's become a meme among us now, Dusty. We're all just like, who wrote this?
Who wrote this?
Okay. All right. I have my Jews.
My Jews. I love the whole plot of the story, though, where it's like, first the father disappears, and then the mother's like, eh.
All right, so this one's
I'll never get work again.
I mean,
Jews. Oh, there's a good video from YouTube. Power thirst.
Okay. All right, now let's do the thing. Let's see. She even knows. I even know where the flour is. It's in one of the big cabinets in the kitchen. But when I try to get it out of the cabinet, it gets all over, and because the bag is really big, and I can't always move so good. And Mommy says, "Look at the mess you made. Go play outside." Mommy's so silly. But I don't. I want to start talking in the third person. It takes 20 years to buy cigarettes. But I don't cry or eat. I don't cry or anything, even though Mommy was loud. Since Mommy won't let her help in the kitchen, I want to go play with Miss Sweetie. That's my favorite doll, Miss Sweetie. That's my favorite one. Because she's yellow, and Derpy likes yellow most of all. Derpy's mane is yellow. Talking in third person now. My mane is yellow, and so is Mommy's. Mommy is yellow all over. I know all the colors. I know red and blue and green and purple and especially yellow because that's my favorite. I hope that Mommy is going to make muffins today. She likes to make muffins. I like muffins a whole lot. But one time, I ate too many and felt sickish. But it's okay, because they're still my favorite. Purple muffins are the best, and Derpy likes it when she gets to eat the I keep reading in third person. I'm just gonna read it in third person now. Derpy likes to stay inside most days. Mommy and Daddy say that little ponies should stay inside where they don't get lost. But sometimes they'll take her place too. They'll take her places too. Like one time, they went to a place where there were lots of ponies, and some of the ponies had hats on, and some were running around with cows. Stop messaging me. Oh my god. Again, that's something that I do a lot when recording. Stop messaging me! Let's see. And some of the ponies were running around with cows and things, but Derpy got scared of all of the ponies and started crying, so they had to leave. But she didn't really want to. One time, they took Derpy to school, too. School is a big, different house with lots of other...
One time? What, did they just give up after that? Like, whatever.
Right. But not as big as Mommy and Daddy. There was a pony there who was big and looked like Daddy, but he wasn't Daddy. But Derpy wasn't scared either. Everyone was talking over and Derpy... Everyone was talking all over and Derpy got excited and wanted to talk too. But Derpy can't talk so good. But it's okay because everyone was happy. Then later that day, every pony got quiet and the big pony was saying things and Derpy wanted to say stuff too. But he said no talking in class. So Derpy tried not to say things and it was long and a long time. It was a long, long time and sometimes she forgot and then she had an accident. And then she had an accident on herself and that made Derpy cry. Okay. Ooh. And then she had an accident on herself, and that made Derpy cry, and everyone got loud again. Derpy didn't really like school, and that's okay, because she gets to stay inside now. Yes, Derpy just pissed herself. See, this is supposed to be the sad one, but I'm pretty much just making it hilarious because I'm judging it now.
This is the Schadenfreude section of the podcast.
Right. I judge it often. Daddy isn't home most of the time, but she likes when Daddy comes home because Daddy isn't loud like Mommy. Daddy teaches Derpy things too, like colors. Daddy says Derpy is a Pegasus pony because she has wings. I said S a lot because there's like 4 S's in there. It's also spelled sis, like sister.
Pegasus. Oh, I get it. That's funny.
Someday, Daddy always says he'll teach Derpy how to fly. This Pegasus is spelled wrong. Oh, God. Daddy said that most Pegasus ponies live in the sky, but Derpy doesn't live in the sky because she can't fly. Derpy can't fly because she can't always move so good and sometimes can't see so good either. But someday, maybe Derpy will fly like Mommy and Daddy and can go and live up with the Pegasus, live with the other ponies. he always he says up in the sky is where they make rainbows, and Derpy wants to see all of those rainbows. She'll tell Daddy all of the colors that she's learned, and she can talk good by then. Daddy says that Derpy is a Pegasus pony, but Mommy says that Mommy says that fuck me. Mommy says that Derpy is a retard.
Wait, what?
Oh, what the fuck? Daddy says Derpy is a Pegasus pony, but Mommy says that Derpy is a retard.
Oh my god!
Daddy never told Derpy what that is.
God damn!
Alright.
Damn! What the fuck?
Alright. From the top. Daddy says that Derpy is a Pegasus pony, but Mommy says Derpy is a retard. But Daddy never told Derpy what that is. Derpy really, really likes it when Daddy comes home because Daddy is nice and plays with Derpy and talks to Derpy, but Mommy always says, Derpy, go play somewhere else. Mommy is always doing things like cleaning and things, and even though Derpy tries to help, she makes a mess sometimes because she can't move so good. And Mommy cries sometimes too. And then Mommy has to take medicine to make her stop crying. Derpy cries sometimes, but she doesn't need medicine. But today, Mommy is happy, and Derpy is happy, and Miss Sweetie is happy. And when Derpy smells muffins smell, Derpy gets really happy.
What the hell? What are they putting in the muffins?
Good night, Dusty.
Good night, Dusty. Thank you for joining us.
I'm sorry I laughed so hard. I really shouldn't laugh at that, but I was not expecting it.
That was really funny.
Derpy runs real fast to the kitchen. She brings Miss Sweetie too, because Miss Sweetie likes muffins, but not as much as Derpy does. And she finds muffins there. Mommy says, sit down over there, Derpy, and she does. Derpy puts Miss Sweetie down on the table. She can't eat muffins while she's holding Miss Sweetie, and also Miss Sweetie tastes a little like yuck anyway. What does yuck taste like? But Mommy grabs Miss Sweetie and throws her into the other room. Derpy wants to go get Miss Sweetie, but Mommy pulls Derpy back and it kinda hurts, and Mommy says, no, sit down. Derpy gets mad and swings her hooves at Mommy, but Mommy hits Derpy in the face and Derpy starts to cry. And then Mommy puts lots of muffins down on the table and says, be quiet, Derpy, look, muffins. And Mommy is smiling so Derpy doesn't cry and she gets muffins, so it's okay.
Jesus!
Mommy pushes all of the muffins in front of Derpy and says, have as many as you like. And Derpy eats one really fast. They aren't the purple ones, but she still likes them anyway. She eats a whole muffin all the way and then gets another one. But she can't finish that one all the way because she already feels a little sickish. And the muffins don't taste as good as the purple ones. Mommy says, what's wrong? You're not done already, are you? Can't you finish just one more? And she pushes more muffins in front of Derpy, but Derpy is already sickish and she wants to go play with Miss Sweetie now. Derpy tries to play with Miss Sweetie, but she feels real sickish now, and so she just takes Miss Sweetie over to the window and watches the sky. Daddy said the color of the sky is blue, and she can see all the clouds and stuff, and even some Pegasus ponies, but not any rainbows. Daddy comes home when the sky is all orange, and Derpy can't see him because she's laying down on the window because she feels really, really sickish, and her belly hurts really bad now. She's Miss Sweetie because her belly hurts so bad, and Daddy comes over and nuzzles her and says, "Sweetie, are you okay?" But Derpy doesn't say anything, and she can't cry either because it hurts so bad. Then Daddy gets loud, and Mommy gets loud, and Derpy keeps looking out the window, but then Daddy picks up Derpy and goes outside really fast. So fast it hurts, but she does cry now, and she wants Miss Sweetie, but she's still inside the house. Daddy puts Derpy in her cart and ties her down so she can't climb out, but she doesn't want to climb out anyway. Daddy takes her to the places she's never been before, with lots of big ponies and white hats and stuff all around her, carrying her all over, and it really hurts her belly. But Daddy is still there, too, even though she can't see right now. Then they put Derpy on a bed, and it's really cold, and she's crying, and one of the big ponies is making her eat something, and Daddy says, "Sweetie, it's gonna be okay, all right? Just take this medicine, it'll be okay, I promise." And she eats the medicine because Daddy says to. Mommy takes medicine and it makes Mommy stop crying, so maybe this medicine will make Derpy stop crying. And it's not working right now, though. Derpy gets really tired and scared and hurting and all kinds of stuff, and she can't remember too good or see too good either, but she remembers Daddy is there, and then she wakes up and doesn't hurt anymore. Daddy is by the bed, and it's all bright and white and inside, and bright and white and inside, and she can see Daddy because her eyes aren't so bad anymore. And she says, "How do you feel, sweetie?" Daddy is gray-colored, and Derpy says, "Sweetie," because that's one of the words that she can say good. And Daddy nuzzles Derpy in the neck and says, "I love you so much." And Derpy is still really sleepy, and Daddy made her neck all wet because she's crying all over. Derpy got to stay in the new place for lots of days, and so did Daddy, but not Mommy. There were lots of big ponies and even some little ponies, and they were nice to Derpy, and she didn't break anything or make a mess the whole time she was there, so it was really fun. This guy's laughing over
It was
there.
really fun, all right.
Drink more of my juice. But Daddy said it was time to go home, and so they did. And when Mommy saw Derpy, she squeezed Derpy and said lots of things. And then everyone, Mommy and Daddy and Derpy, spent all day together. They played together all day, and everyone was really happy and lots of stuff, and they even had muffins again. They were the purple ones this time, and Derpy really likes the purple ones. But then when it was time for to go to bed, Mommy and Daddy stayed with Derpy the whole night. It was Derpy's favorite day. Derpy gets up really early in the morning with Mommy and Daddy because it's time for Daddy to go to work. Everyone has food all at the same time today, and Derpy isn't sleepy or anything. And when Daddy has to go, he kisses Mommy and nuzzles Derpy and kisses the top of her head and says, "Be good, sweetie. Daddy loves you." And then he has to go. Even though she doesn't want him to go. After Daddy leaves, Derpy is really sleepy, so she has to sleep on the floor where it's warm because the sun is in the window. The next time Derpy wakes up, because Mommy wakes her up and says, "Get up, Derpy. Hurry up, we're leaving." Derpy doesn't know what to do, but Mommy pulls her up, and Derpy grabs Miss Sweetie before they go this time. Mommy keeps pushing Derpy to move faster, but she can't see good right now, and she falls over sometimes. Then she puts Miss Sweetie inside her cart and gets in, and Mommy starts pulling the cart even though Derpy hadn't been tied down yet. But it's okay because Derpy has Miss Sweetie, and she's really soft, and Derpy is still sleepy, so she goes to sleep on Miss Sweetie for a little while. This guy killed my feels. Even when she wakes up at the... Even when she wakes up next time even, it's really cold and windy because they're up high, and Derpy doesn't like going up high. Derpy gets scared, and when she looks outside of the cart, because they're so high, and also Derpy doesn't know where they are. Daddy usually doesn't go up high when he takes Derpy somewhere, and they're high up for a long, long time, and Derpy starts to get really hungry, but she's too scared, so she just lays down in the cart and squeezes Miss Sweetie. Morty! I'm cross-eyed Pegasus now, Morty.
Oh, jeez, Rick.
She likes that because Miss Sweetie is warm. There's no clouds for. Jesus. Oh, hey, Lucas is here. Lucas, draw really suggestive art of needle stitch, but like clickbaity art.
Or Derpy. Either one works, actually.
We're gonna be doing something hilarious tomorrow.
Draw them both together. Like, together. There you go.
Oh my god.
There's the art. Perfect.
Yay.
It's not it's masturbation.
Then there's no clouds where they are, and no Pegasus ponies or rainbows either. Then she thinks maybe Mommy is taking her back to the nice place that was fun, and maybe Daddy is there too. After even longer time, she gets warm again, and Mommy comes over and says, "Get up!" And then Derpy gets pulled out of her cart Derpy gets pulled out of the cart by her tail, and that hurts a little, but not too much. Why the fuck is my mom pulling me by my tail? That's kinky, Mom. At least slap my ass while you're doing it.
Taking y'all in the shower with me.
Yeah, Lucas's phone is waterproof.
Oh my god, really? That's awesome.
Yeah, it's waterproof. So, he'll take it while we're while we're talking on Discord and just hanging out, take it in the shower. It's weird. Anyway. Derpy looks around, but it isn't the fun place, but there are lots of trees all over, and some grass, and maybe even some houses far away, too. She looks at Mommy, and Mommy says, "Come here," and goes under a really big tree and tells Derpy to sit down under the tree, and then takes out a bowl of one of her bags. Derpy is happy because she's really hungry, and then Mommy takes a bottle out and puts the stuff in the bowl. Derpy tries to drink the stuff, but Mommy says no! So Derpy doesn't know what to do, and then Mommy takes another thing out of her bag. It's pink, and says, "Watch this. Mommy's gonna make you some bubbles." And she takes the funny-looking new thing and puts it into the bowl, and then takes it out and waves it around, and there's bubbles. They float around all over, and Mommy starts laughing, and Derpy starts laughing, and she's really happy, and then Mommy says, "Now you try," and puts the funny thing back into the bowl. Derpy reaches down and holds the funny thing with her teeth, because she can't always use her hooves so good. And then picks it up and shakes her head all over, and there's more bubbles. Derpy laughs so much that she drops the funny thing, and Mommy says, "Here, make more," and puts the thing back in the bowl. And then Derpy grabs the thing again and makes more bubbles until the bubbles stop, and Derpy doesn't know what to do then, and then she remembers. She puts the thing back into the bowl and takes it out and makes more bubbles. Derpy makes bubbles until they're all over. And sometimes there's lots of bubbles, and sometimes there's only not lots. Okay. Sometimes Derpy likes to watch all the bubbles instead of making more. They move slowly sometimes, and sometimes they don't move at all. But best of all is that bubbles have rainbows in them. There are more colors than she's ever seen, and sometimes she can't see so good. But even though there are bubbles, there's even more bubbles with even more rainbows. Derpy is still kind of hungry, and she can't see Mommy or her cart or Miss Sweetie anymore, but that's okay because there's bubbles, and Derpy likes bubbles most of all. The sky is orange, and that means Daddy will be home soon, and he can make bubbles with Derpy, and they can eat food together, and maybe Mommy and Daddy will stay with Derpy all night like last time. Someday, Daddy will teach Derpy how to fly, and she'll float around with the bubbles. And then her and Mommy and Daddy will live up in the sky, and Mommy won't cry anymore. And there'll be rainbows, and she'll tell Daddy all the colors. You're welcome.
Is that it?
Yeah.
That was like Cupcake's tier edge. Just a different kind of edge.
Right?
Oh my gosh.
Yeah, her mom... Mommy calls Derpy a retard.
I'm sitting here running out of like meme arrows to write. This is insane. What the actual one? First, Mommy poisons me with muffins, and then you know, Daddy barely saves her. But then Daddy's like, I gotta go get cigarettes, and then he leaves forever. And then Mommy's like,
No,
fuck this.
Daddy didn't go get cigarettes. Daddy had to go to work.
Oh yeah, go to work. The same thing.
Yeah, Daddy went to work, and then Mom took her while Daddy was at work.
Oh, wait, so the dad didn't abandon her?
No, the dad just went to work, and then the mom was like, all right, time to leave.
Oh, damn, that's even worse.
Right?
Well, all right then. That was pretty great.
What can I say except you're welcome?
Are there any other fanfics you guys wanted to read right now? I'm not even remotely tired, so it's like.
Yeah. Are there any other ones you guys want to hear?
Yeah, it explains her cutie mark is that it's the thing that kept her distracted while her family completely abandoned her forever. That's like dark as shit. That'd be like getting a tattoo on your chest of like, you know, your dad going out for cigarettes. So it's cigarettes.
Hello, darkness, my old friend. I want to talk with you again.
Linkin Park music plays in the background.
Because a vision softly creeping left it seems while I was sleeping. And the visions. It's really hard to do this in the voice.
Yeah, that was pretty special. Thank you, everyone.
You're literally what I will do tomorrow. I will just judge these fanfictions.
Jugging you. Yeah, so
It's been 3 hours. Sky killed one of my favorite fanfics. I need to sleep.
how is that a favorite, first of all? I'm sorry.
How did Sky kill it?
Not
I
to
wasn't
be
one
mean.
reading it.
I've been writing shit the entire time.
Oh, I wasn't paying attention.
Night Roy. Bye,
Nope,
Roy.
she's in the pit.
Yeah. So, and you know, of course, she's the selling point for reading fanfics. But you can have us read stuff too. We can do a duo fanfic read. Just throwing it out.
Yeah, will read a thing.
I understand where the money is, but I'm just saying if you guys want.
When do you plan on streaming in? Probably tomorrow. I'll probably be doing bad fanfictions tomorrow.
Nice.
I was gonna go play Pokemon Go with some friends, but honestly, I really want to stay indoors.
Yeah, that's
so
fun.
tired. Sky, stop being jelly.
I get it.
To be fair, nobody super chatted that entire time I was reading fanfics.
That's true. Yeah, all the high rollers left already.
The high rollers.
High roller sweet.
Apparently, I'm being voluntold.
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 To
Apparently,
do what?
I'm being to work High Roller PonyCon next year.
Oh, really?
Yeah.
I mean, I might go. It sounds like it went off okay, despite some of the earlier indications. It survived the Unicon curse. That's really all that matters as far as that con had to do. It just had to not completely, betray everyone.
Hey, look. Don't go play Pokemon Go. Play Ingress fucking.
2 maple bucks though. You got to play it now.
I got a
that's
maple
the
buck.
rules.
That's like $1 maple dollar in America.
Yeah, Canadian money's taking a bit of hit.
Yeah, that's like 1 freedom buck, if that.
You gotta buy the Oreos. Oreos is where it's at right now.
Oreos is where it's at right now. Or we can just go crazy and buy rubles.
Hell yeah.
Rubles.
You can't argue with nuclear weapons. That's the tricky thing. Oh god. Okay, and I've just been looking through like cute pictures this whole time too, trying to figure out what to like throw on screen.
Fucking KP. Oh my god.
Fucking KP every time. Every Tim. I got questioned on what was it? It was one of the podcasts about her, and it's like I get it, but it's like she's never done anything specifically to me, so it's like
she's done things to my family.
Yeah.
Yeah, that's why I don't like her. She's like fucked with my family, and it's not okay, man.
No, I get it. Absolutely.
Like at BabsCon, she was pulling some really shitty things, and she borrowed one of my pens, and she never returned it. So everybody was like griping about KP and like yelling and like "fuck KP." Da-da-da-da. I'm just like, yeah, and she stole my pen.
That's great.
Just like, she never returned my pen. Oh my god! And then somebody pulled the fire alarm at Everfree.
Oh really?
Yeah, you were asleep when that happened.
Oh, damn. Oh, that's right. I did hear about that on, like, the lower floors.
Yeah, floor 4. So 1 through 4 was evacuated.
Oh, my gosh. That sucks. Yeah.
I made a bunch of memes.
Fantastic.
While you were asleep about that. Do you want the memes?
Sure. Why not?
Give you something to fucking post.
We just kind of screwed around.
At this point, this is the time where we just screw around.
I'm scrolling through the memes that are too dank for Facebook also. Or,
oh my god.
For YouTube. Wait, what? What? Oh my god. Oh my god. It's like 15 things at once. Oh, nice. Okay, here we go. Oh my goodness. Okay. Lots of these. Any creators you wish continued, returned, or started making new stuff for Horse Fandom again? I don't know. I mean, Aviator's made stuff for a long time, but I feel like I still like his original, like, 2012 stuff the most. Like his newer non-pony stuff is fine, too, but it's like, I don't know. That, like, first year, he had, like, some really quality stuff. Maybe it's just the nostalgia classes, but it kind of felt like that.
Yes, you are posting my memes now.
Yes. Oh, that's right. That was her excuse over the artist thing, right? That was that whole thing? Yeah.
Somebody's like, if you let me share your table at blah 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 con, I'll give you a shout out on my YouTube channel.
Wow.
Like,
Wow.
legit, that was something that she posted.
That's
It's not even a joke. I wish you were a joke.
that's pretty it's pretty, yeah, full of yourself. We have Quantum Zim in the chat. Have you ever heard of Casually Explained? Yes, I have. Yeah, Casually Explained is great. He was just on the Penguins podcast, and what they call it, like Jack or something, and that was actually pretty fun. Oh, I think it's called The Official Podcast. You know what's his name? And yeah, he did a great job. It's fun times. He's an engineer, so I watch his podcast for a lot of engineer takes on things.
Engineer.
Obviously. I think he's a something or other at University of British Columbia or whatever in Vancouver. Vancouves. They got a really nice clock tower up there, actually. Yeah, she leaves a trail of, like, everything about her is one giant, like, drama engine. Every time she gets invited to a con, or not invited to a con, or goes to a con, or does, it's like everything, it's just, like, it's also tiring. Critical, that's right, yeah. I mean, his channel name is still Penguins, so it's like, that's always what I remember, but it's like, yeah, this is critical, here I am talking about fucking horses on the internet now. And, yeah, it's going to be pretty awesome.
So the one that I did about the sleep, friend of mine's like, it's 4 a.m. Shouldn't you be asleep? I made that meme, sent it to him.
Here we go.
Just like, God damn it.
Yeah, the first critical video I saw actually was the one where he talks about the damn the Juicero thing, which is like the most ridiculously stupid, like as seen on TV thing ever, where it's like
it only works when it's connected to Wi-Fi.
Yeah, and only
you can literally just squeeze the bag.
Yeah, and only with Juicero brand bags. It has a scanner for proprietary Juicero brand juice packs. It's like it's literally like you're just buying giant Capri Suns and sticking them in this giant $400 like press. It's like, why would anyone buy this? But the problem is people out there bought it, and it's like, why?
If any of you bought a Juicero, you're fired.
Yeah,
you're not allowed to follow us anymore. You owe us $500. You owe us however much a Juicero costs.
I think it was literally like $400, yeah.
Yeah, you owe us however much money a Juicero costs.
I mean, I can only assume the people that bought it, like, somehow were misinformed. Like, they thought it was, like, a juicer, which still, $400 for a juicer is pretty ridiculous, but, like, I don't know.
Dude, do you even know, like, how much juice you get out of juicing things?
It's not a lot.
It's really not, like... My parents bought a juicer, right? Because my dad had the gastric bypass surgery or whatever.
Oh, yeah.
So, he needed to start eating more healthy things. And my parents, because we lived in California near a bunch of orchards and stuff, they decided it would be a good idea to go pick a bunch of apples and, strawberries and all kinds of good stuff to try the juicer with. We got oranges and some other stuff. I don't remember exactly what all. But I remember we got a crate of apples. There's like 40 apples in a crate of apples, okay?
Yeah.
And we juiced all of them. Got maybe a quarter of a pitcher of juice.
Oh.
Yeah. And the juicer that we had was really good. It was like meant to pulverize every piece of the apple.
Yeah.
And it really just didn't do shit.
Yeah.
So my parents were like, well, this was a waste of money. And so we tried the oranges because the oranges, like, did the same thing. Have to peel the oranges. You could just stick the whole fucking orange in there. It was great. I think we did, like, 20 oranges and maybe got a half of pitcher of orange juice.
Yeah, and it's like, I don't know. It's like, That's the reason that it's very rare to find things that are 100% juice, because that's very expensive. And it's like, B, I just eat the thing. You know, don't juice it. Just eat the thing.
I only drink 100% juice because, like, anything else literally makes me sick.
Yeah.
Like, it's bad. Like, the thing that I'm drinking right now it's straight grape juice. But I had to get the special kind with less sugar because because Lucas has been yelling at me about eating so much sugar. Fuck you, Lucas.
I remember a Jim Gaffigan bit about people who are lactose intolerant. He's like, "Oh yeah, I'm really sorry your tummy can't handle that spicy milk." That was pretty great.
Apple juice? No, I'm not drinking apple juice. Fuck you. I did not buy apple juice. I bought grape juice and I bought cranberry juice.
You gotta be careful too, because apple seeds have little bits of arsenic in it.
Cyanide.
Yeah, cyanide. Yeah, it's ricin too.
So,
Ricin's a big deal. Don't eat ricin.
I actually watched this dude. He took 3 apple seeds and he crushed them to see how much, like, if one apple seed could kill you. And the way that he did the test was very, I guess it was very biased. It was like, if you were to eat just the full apple seed and you were probably like the size of a mouse.
Yeah.
You know, it didn't take into account the fact that your stomach acid would actually dilute most of it because it's so small, like it's such a tiny amount. Mm-hmm. But he took 3 apple seeds, crushed them, and then tested it to see how much cyanide it was in it. And it was so off the charts that the test didn't actually read it. Like, there was so much cyanide in it, but it was so concentrated. And I'm like, you're not even taking into account, like, you know, when you digest it, because it dilutes. Like, if you were taking a straight apple seed and, yeah, like, there's nothing but cyanide in it, sure, and, you know, your stomach was probably completely empty, sure, fine. But 3 little apple seeds kill you if you're a mouse.
Yeah, and that is one of those things where it's like any kind of like toxicology or things like that. People always have to remember proportion is everything. It's like, you know, everything is ppm, parts per million, and that stuff matters because it's like every food has, like, you know, chocolate has strychnine in it too, and it's like, you know, it's not it can hurt dogs in enough like numbers, but it's like people doesn't affect for the most part.
Shia LaBeouf was in Holes, classic movie.
Yeah, no, that was peak Shia LaBeouf was Holes, unfortunately. It's been all downhill since then.
No, the first Transformers actually wasn't horrible.
The first Transformers was alright, yeah.
Was not horrible. However, after that, everything just kind of went downhill.
Yeah.
Okay, Lucas, why don't you try to eat 10 tons of apple seeds and see if it kills you?
Yeah.
I got the life insurance policy, babe. It covers suicide.
Oh my gosh. How does that work? What does that mean? That
what do you mean?
It'll still pay out the same amount to like your next of kin?
No, okay, so most of the time life insurance policies are for accidental deaths.
Yeah.
Or deaths caused by other people.
Yeah.
If you take your own life, then there's a possibility that you were looking to commit life insurance fraud.
Yeah. Or someone else was against you and then made your suicide look like an accident.
Yep. So, like, even when it comes to murders, they have to, like, do crazy amounts of investigations to make sure that it wasn't the spouse. And if it was the spouse, obviously they're not getting any of the life insurance policy.
Yeah. Let's hope not. It's like, yeah, we could use life insurance to pay for your incarceration. I like following the various fantastic like what was it called? Ghoul School, like memes? The old like 80s like Scooby Doo movie.
Oh yeah, I was gonna say like the Scooby Doo movie.
Yeah, yeah. And so the Phantasma, I was just, what was it? I forget how it came up, but it's like I was googling Phantasma fan art, and one of the top results was this. It's a ponification of her, and I'm like, damn, how? Everything is pony now. It's incredible.
Rule 34.5: if it exists, there's a pony of it.
That's true. Absolutely. Anyway, there's a lot of good art for it out there. I think it was the TV board that started doing like Phantasma threads, where it's like just start like random threads, and then this one really good artist would post stuff of her.
Of what?
Of her in the here,
okay.
Pop up in a second.
Stop thread.
Yeah.
Except she wouldn't look like that.
Oh, I mean, yeah, it's obviously a modern sort of interpreted update of her. Because you actually go back and watch the original movie. I mean, it's like, well, you know, Scooby-Doo was always pretty cheap as far as Hanna-Barbera, like, animation costs. That's why the walk cycles are like their own meme and everything. So, yeah, obviously it wasn't the best, but, you know, it's all right. It's memorable. That's what matters.
Just got a text message from Lucas. Please don't kill me with apple seeds.
As far as Scooby-Doo movies go, though, Zombie Island is still the best. People have to realize
Zombie Island was pretty good. Though, real talk, I was actually kind of afraid to watch that until I was about 14.
It's actually pretty scary, yeah.
Oh, those zombies are creepy, man.
And then you get to the end, and you got your Louisiana curses and things like that.
They turn into cats.
They do turn into cats. How awesome is that?
Ta-da! Dad!
I'm just dropping all my Phantasma picks. I like the Danny Phantom crossover one. That's pretty good. So, it's been an interesting stream, to be honest, start to finish.
Mommy called Derpy a retard. I'm not gonna get over that.
That's that whole fic though, like ridiculous from start to finish.
I mean, that's what fan fictions are. They're ridiculous.
I had a good time. I had a good time just green texting it.
What are you doing tomorrow, Sky? You want to just green text?
Yeah, I got nothing to do for the next 29 hours. So, yeah, some sleep in there. I have Father's Day stuff, naturally, but that's about it.
Gross.
Not me, but like my dad.
Sky's a father, by the way.
I don't think so. No.
Confessions is his baby.
That's true. That's true. Many chillins. They're all bad chillins.
Do I get a Mother's Day gift? Somebody called me Mama Stitch one time.
We are a month late, so they'd have to apologize to you also, I guess.
Yes. When is Father's Day?
Sunday.
Sunday? Okay.
Sunday fun day. Yeah, I actually kind of wish this season had like a lot of Twilight School stuff. That would have been really funny.
Oh my god.
I wanted hella more Silverstream too. There has not been enough Silverstream. Hello? Still there?
Sorry.
What just happened? Is it a Lucas thing? It's a Lucas thing, probably.
Yes.
Okay. Okay. That's fine. Don't share with the class.
Do you want to hear?
I mean, yeah.
He messages me. He's like, "We can make me a dad for Father's Day."
Oh my god.
And I was like, "I was gonna say Happy Father's Day, babe."
Okay, well,
He's like, "Wait, what?"
Live family plan.
So I was gonna say Happy Father's Day. What?
Oh my god, that's cruel. That's great.
He hears nothing when you're dead.
My little bundle of child support is on the way.
Oh my gosh, it just reminds me of this thing that I saw. So, two neighbors have cats, okay? One female, one male.
Okay.
And they find out that the female cat gets pregnant by the neighbor's male cat.
Oh no.
And the owner of the male cat is like, "I feel bad. What should I do?" And the owner of the female cat's like, "It's fine, it's not a big deal." And then on the day that the kittens are born, a big bag of cat food shows up with a piece of paper stapled onto it that says child support.
That's great.
It's just...
Oh gosh, it's good stuff. Yeah, Phantasma is underrated. You guys better appreciate its fucking best ghost waifu.
You always like the
Top
bad
5 ghost
characters.
waifus. Well, you know what it does? It reminds me of Danny Phantom back from freaking early high school. I love that show. That was freaking great. That was better than Fairly Odd Parents. I know Fairly Odd Parents like lived out in this horrible, unending like hell reality. So that's probably why Danny Phantom ended up being the better show. It's also funny because he had the whole plot line of the sort of arch villain Vlad Plasmius being from freaking Wisconsin and being a big Packers fan.
That was ridiculous.
That was funny because my dad grew up in Wisconsin, so I grew up with all that same stuff.
He's a Packers fan.
That was so great.
What?
All the green and gold in his mansion. Oh man, it's good stuff. So you doing anything special for Fireworks Day, 4th of July?
What day is that?
A Wednesday this year. It's really
I'm working.
Yeah. I have it off, luckily, but it's like, it's a
Oh
Wednesday.
God, I need to break up with Lucas. He's a Packers fan.
Oh my God. They really should have another Super Bowl by now. I'm a little disappointed that they didn't support Rodgers more. He's been there almost 10 years, and it's like they could have easily gotten another ring. But that's the way it goes. Same problem was... Well, no. Favre's problem was kind of Favre. Not the Rodgers. So... And then he broke his clavicle, too, so he probably can't throw like he used to. That's for sure. Yeah, this year, Chaotic Babies in chat. Yeah, the year did freaking fly by. I was just thinking about that myself. I'm like, what the fuck? It's already almost July? What happened? And it's like, it's just a whirlwind of everything. And finishing up the writing for Confession 7, that took way longer than I expected.
I think it might be time for bed, Sky.
I think so. It might be time for dinner. I got up at noon. I've got some freaking burgers thawing that I was going to cook up.
Oh my God.
Oh yeah, Chaotic Baby's in the chat with net neutrality. Net neutrology is dead.
Net neutrality?
Net neutrality is dead.
Net neutrology?
Yeah, the newest of trilogies. I just wish that meant that the internet was actually going back to 2015, because that'd be fucking awesome. 2015 internet sounds so great. This is a different time. A softer time. I do so love the smell of gunpowder in the morning. What's funny about that napalm scene was like actually looking up the history of napalm and like the consistency. It's almost like it's like a putty or like Play-Doh. It's really crazy, but I guess that's part of what makes it so dangerous. Is it just like sticks to crap and then it burns like nonstop.
Napalm?
Yeah, it's like lighting yourself on, covering yourself in oil and lighting on fire.
Yeah,
but worse.
It was like oil. Yep.
So that's always fun. That scene is so hard to beat, though. Like, the whole opening, bit, and he's got his ridiculous, 10-gallon hat, and then it immediately goes to the Valkyries helicopter scene. That's a classic. And really, I mean, the whole history behind that movie, too, was because that was during the middle of, a Philippine civil war. And so they were literally, borrowing helicopters and shit from the army. And then at one point, they're like, hey, we need a few of those back, please. We gotta go, do something on a southern island.
Netflix.
It's so, hardcore. Oh my gosh. Yeah, the horror. Twitter was too young. I mean, if you think about it, Twitter's in its angsty teenage years. It makes sense. But yeah, no, it's probably time to end the stream. This stream has gone on way longer than it should have anyway. It's been a very surreal thing.
Right, I'm gonna get up and then I'm probably gonna make food. And then make coffee, and then we can start reading some shitty fan fictions.
Yeah, you do it. Absolutely.
Again, guys, if you guys want to contribute, you can slide into my DMs in either Twitter or Discord. Send me links.
Or once this video finishes processing, you can leave a suggestion in the comments there too.
Yep, you can leave a suggestion in the comments. Doesn't that usually take about 30 minutes?
Yeah, it doesn't take too long. The time is getting shorter. I think YouTube is we got a bit higher tier in the algorithm now, so it just wraps our video up pretty quickly.
Sweet. And then we can also see how much money we made.
Yeah, I think it was 75 this stream, something like that.
Uh-huh.
So
did I beat Sky?
No.
Fuck. Okay.
All right. Thank you, guys.
I gotta beat that tomorrow.
Absolutely. We are ending the stream
Canoe.
now.